Hello. Hello everybody. Ellery here. And today we're gonna do something probably very stupid. I'm gonna catch a Feebas and try to evolve it into Milotic. We'll see how it goes. So this has been my life lately. I'm gonna give you some good advice right now. If you want to evolve Feebas into Milotic, you should start working on your berries as soon as possible. There are only a few berries that are really useful for the Milotic evolution. Hello, Reg. Thank you for coming. There's only a few berries that are useful for the Milotic evolution, and one of them takes 3 days to grow. The other one, there's only a random chance to get it like a few times a day, and like there's just a lot of randomness, and there's a lot of stuff that's gated behind real life time. These are all the berries. Hold on. These are all the valid berries that are kind of useful for the evolution. I'm going to show more of this information later on. Let me show you the full sheet. This is like the full sheet that I've been working on the last maybe like half of a week. And there's some things that you can do that also makes it more reliable to get the berries that you need. And I'm going to show those methods as well, because if not for those, I actually would not have been able to get things ready in time for the stream. So first I'm going to show you actually what I've been doing. So every single day, about twice a day, while getting ready for the stream, I've been doing this. So I log in, I start here at the Berry Master's house. I'll show you how to get here. It's just east of Mauville City, but I'm going to do a full loop anyway, so I'll show you how to get back to the city. So you would fly to Mauville, and then you just go directly east to get here. So anyway, each day you log in, you get your berries. The corn berries are really good because you can grow 3 of them with just 1 corn berry. Sometimes you only get 2, but even like you can get a bunch of corn berries really quickly if you do it correctly. And they're also basically the best berries that you're actually going to have access to. There's some better ones, but they're like very difficult to get. And then these over here are the palm tree berries. These take 3 days to grow, so you're probably not going to want to make use of these. Also, you can only get the palm tree berries after you've beaten the Elite Four. So if you want to use Milotic while playing through the game, the palm tree berries are not going to be useful for you at all. Hello, Advanced Warrior. Thank you for coming today. We're trying to catch a really rare fish. So this is the Berry Master. So what you want to do is actually save before talking to him. And the reason is because the RNG in this game is it's determined on a frame-by-frame basis. So if you use save states, you could even use a save state here while you're in the middle of the conversation with him, and just keep reloading until you get the berry that you want. I didn't know this at first, and so I was just randomly trying to get berries every day. But now that I know that, it makes it a lot easier. So you talk to the Berry Master, he's going to give you 2 berries every single day. So today I got the Qualot berry and the Greppa berry. So what I want is the corn berry, so he didn't give me any berry that I want. So what I would do in this case is I would reset my game, and then just talk to him again, and he'll give me 2 different berries, and you just keep doing this until you get the corn berry. That's the fastest way to do it. And then, like I said, you can actually save state. So like right here on this screen, if you make a save state where he says you're deserving of one, you can just keep reloading this over and over again until he gives you the corn berry. Although in this case, we just got it anyway. So this is his wife over here. His wife will give you the palm tree berry, but you have to beat the Elite Four before you can get it. So it's not, like I said, it's not that useful if you're trying to play through the game with a Milotic. So the next thing I would do is I would fly over here to Sutopolis City. Advanced Warrior says that's kind of cheap. Yeah, but keep in mind, this whole thing is like gated behind like real life time and RNG. So unless you want to spend like a week trying to get the berries that you need, I think saving and reloading is fine. This is Kiri. You can also save and reload before talking to her. I'm not going to show it off because like I've already got the berries that I need anyway. So she just asks you your name, and then after she says, here we go. You can have one of these. So you would make a save state right here, and then you just keep reloading until she gives you the corn berry. In this case, we got a Greppa berry. Now this here, she always gives you a Figgy berry or an Ayapapa berry, so you can't get a corn berry for the second berry, only the first one. And the next thing I would do is I would fly back to Mauville. Advanced Warrior says, I've never played Pokemon. Well, you're about to learn something about how tedious and ridiculous Pokemon can be. So the next thing I would do, I would fly back to Mauville, and then I would go across here, get on my bike. Sometimes you encounter a wild Pokemon, but you can just knock it out with a single headbutt, so it's not It doesn't take that long. The whole loop takes like 5 minutes, but you have to do it twice a day. And excuse me. And it's going to take you, like, if you don't save and reload, it's going to take you like 5, 10, 15 days just to get the berries you need. And then you're going to have to start growing, you know, additional berries, so that's going to take even more time. So then I would basically fly back here, and then I would plant whatever berries that I got, and then water the berries that I planted. So today I'm just going to water the pantry berries. I'm not going to plant any more corn berries. But my garden used to be a lot more full. So these are all the corn berries that I collected in the last, I think, like 3 or 4 days. I got 23 corn berries. So you can get a lot of corn berries really fast if you do the save and reload trick. And then you have to make sure that you're planting them every single day. Reg says Pokemon is super screwed up in a lot of ways. The GBA games are probably the peak of it. Yeah, like this right here. This is like peak, like early, like Gen 3 Pokemon. Like this nonsense we're about to do today. This goes beyond anything. It sounds unbearable. Exactly. So that's basically it. I want to take a look at the sheets that I compiled really quick. So I want to show you the actual berry guide. So to involve Feebas into Milotic, you need 170 beauty. Each berry gives smoothness up to 255. So what you need to do is make sure that you get about 66% efficiency on your berries. So if you get a berry that has like 10 smoothness, you have to make sure that it gives at least 7 beauty. Otherwise, the Milotic will get full from eating berries before it gets 170 beauty, and then it will never evolve. So you can't do that. So I have the berries listed in order of efficiency. The number 1 berry is the Pantry Berry. You can only get that after you beat the Elite Four. The Ganlon Berry you can only get from the Jirachi event, so you can't really get that. The Wiki Berry is actually, you can get this, but it's based on your trainer ID. I didn't know this, so I'm like 40 hours into the game now. I can't reset my game and get a new trainer ID, so I can't get the Wiki Berry. But that doesn't really matter because the Corn Berry is actually just the same thing as the Wiki Berry, but it's slightly better because you can blend with 3 NPCs instead of 1 NPC. So you basically want to go for the Corn Berry. For that, you just use the method I just showed, the Berry Master or Kiri and Sutopolis. And then the Chesto Berry only has about 57% efficiency, so you can't really use the Chesto Berry. If you use the Chesto Berry, your Feebas will never evolve into Milotic. And this is a problem because the Chesto Berry is like a berry that you can normally get through playing through the game. Everything else, you have to like jump through hoops to get. Like you have to jump through hoops to get the Corn Berry. You have to jump through hoops to get the Pantry Berry. That's kind of what makes the whole evolution process really difficult. Advanced Warrior says he just wanted to stop by. Have a good stream. Thank you. I'm gonna have a pretty nice stream, I think so. So this is another thing I wanted to show off. I made this myself. I thought it really weird that this information wasn't shown anywhere online. Like, yes, this information exists, but nobody had it like in this format. Everything was like listed separately. I had to look it up and then like compile this chart myself. Even though it's a really basic 3-step chart, anyone could do this in like 5 minutes. But it's really useful to have. So like if you have an attack raising nature, then you're gonna like spicy berries. And then the spicy berry is also associated with the coolness stat. So if all you care about is Milotic, then all you need to know is that dry berries are good for the beauty stat, and then special attack will make your Pokemon enjoy dry berries even better. But in reality, because you only need 66% efficiency and the good berries have over 100% efficiency, you don't really need to worry about your nature that much. Like any nature that you get on your Milotic is pretty much going to be good, unless like if you got like a minus beauty nature, then that might be a problem. But even then, you'd probably be fine. These are the natures that we're going to be shooting for. I'll have this information up later on when we're actually looking at the Feebas that we caught. And with that in mind, we're going to put this up on the screen in place of the overlay. So these are Milotic's base stats, and then this is how you get it. Route 119. There's what is it, 4 or 6 something, there's like 5 or 6 water tiles out of the 400 tiles. You can use any rod to get it, and you can use any Pokeball to catch them because they have a really good catch rate. So what we're going to do is we're going to fly over here. So this is Route 119 right here. So what's really interesting is that as soon as you get access to Route 119, you also have access to the Berry Master's house. So if you're using the Corn Berry, you can basically get Milotic as soon as you get access to this area here. They give you all the tools that you need to get Feebas and Milotic. And that's kind of the method that we're using, is the method that I could have used at this point in the game. So what I want to do now is restructure my team. So you need a Pokemon with Surf and a Pokemon with Waterfall. In that case, I'm wondering if we should take the Whalmer with us, because it has both of those moves. The next thing I'm going to do is get rid of all the Pokemon that I don't really want to have cluttering up my party. So we don't need Vileplume. We don't need Peko. We don't need Marcy. And we don't need Tentacruel because we've already got this this Whalmer with us instead. I think having Lucy with us would be more convenient, but I also think that it's probably better. Like it doesn't take that much time to go back to the Pokemon Center, so I'm actually going to put an empty party slot here. And the reason is because I'm trying to train this Trapinch. And I'll show you why I'm doing that actually. Let me bring the overlay back up really quick. Moveset guide. So these are the kind of the moves that you kind of want to have on a Milotic: Surf, Dragon Breath, Ice Beam, Recovery, Mirror Coat. Mirror Coat we're definitely not going to do. You'd have to level up Corsola to level 55. But if you can evolve a Trapinch into Vibrava at level 35, you can get Dragon Breath and then breed it with a female Feebas, and then you can get a Feebas with Dragon Breath. Recovery you just get through level up. Ice Beam you get through the game corner. Surf everybody can learn through HMs. So really, if we can get this Trapinch to evolve into a Vibrava, then we can get Dragon Breath on our Milotic, which would be nice to have. And this is Sokov, not to be confused with Sokev, who's been in our party for the entire game. So we're going to put him in the lead, and we're basically just going to have him knocking out every single Pokemon that we catch in order to just get him some experience. Now the other thing we're going to do is we're going to add our farmers, Farmer Luke, Farmer Bob. Let's see. Let's go with Farmer Alice and Farmer Jeb 3 for good luck. So basically, because we're expecting to have about 200 encounters before we catch Feebas, so what I'd like to do is have 4 Zigzagoons in the party. Now, if you don't have to train this Trapinch, what you could do is you could have 5 Zigzagoons in the party, and then just have 1 Pokemon with Waterfall and Surf, and that would be good enough too. The other thing is that you need to make sure that you have the Acrobike, because you need the Acrobike to navigate around this route over here, Route 119. The other thing we need to do is actually we need to turn off the speed up function. We've been using frame skip on the game. We have to turn it off because we're going to be fishing and biking. So this is Route 119. This is where you can catch the Feebas. What I'm going to do, I'd actually like to start all the way on the south side of the map and then work our way up towards the north side of the map. The reason is because I was looking at the map and the south side is a little bit easier to fish on. This feels like it's going so slow now in comparison to 4 times frame skip. Also, the Pokemon here are higher level than I expected. This might be a problem. Okay, hold on. Let me turn the frame skip back on first of all. At least while we're battling. Oh, plus I forgot I taught him strength so that he could fight. Okay, we should resist. No. I mean, we resisted it, but it still damaged us for a lot. Okay. I should have taken into account that the Pokemon that from surfing were going to be high level. So we might have to go back and get a stronger party member. I'm not sure yet. Oh, we have revived, so it's not that big of a deal. As long as Whale has like 1 good attacking move, yeah, it has strength. Okay. Well, we're gonna have to waste a revive here, but it's not the end of the world. We don't have very many though. And then we have a bunch of super potions as well. I got those last time. The Zigzagoons did not pick up anything, unfortunately. Alright, let's try not to get any more encounters. I don't think this is actually the bottom of the route. I think it actually goes further down. Yeah. Can we get past these rocks? I don't know. I think you can go down this waterfall here, but maybe not. No, you can't actually get past here. Okay. Hold on then. Let's try... Oh, we did not bring our flyer with us. Okay, yeah. This whole endeavor was very poorly thought out. Okay, let's go this way. Oops. Well, we've got into a few encounters already, but none of them have been melodic. Plus the rain slows down the game even more. Alright, let's put strength in the front. And we got paralyzed. Probably gonna have a hard time escaping with these low-level paralyzed Pokemon. Oh, okay, we hit pretty hard. So that's good at least. I wonder if he only has powder moves. Marceo says, are we Feebas hunting? The answer is, technically yes, we're Feebas hunting. In practice, we're doing a pretty poor job of it so far, but that's to be expected. It is a scuffed stream, as always. Let me get the... We have full heals. We sold all of our paralyzed heals because we thought we weren't going to need them anymore. Turns out they would have been pretty useful to have. Oh, Farmer Luke picked up an item. Protein, that's pretty good. Marceo says, I hear they taste amazing once fried. I'll have to test that out later. Yeah, we might want to restructure our team. I thought we were going to be able to do something with like a bunch of Zigzagoons. The problem is all the Pokemon around here are really high level, which means it's going to be kind of difficult to like consistently knock them out quickly. Plus we started on the wrong side of the route. Alright, I'm going to switch you out. Try to preserve your HP. And then I chose not to bring my flyer because I thought it would be, like, it wouldn't take that long to just fly back to the Pokemon Center. And then I got stuck, like, really far away from the Pokemon Center with under-leveled Pokemon that are going to have a very difficult time getting back to the Pokemon Center. Alright. Well, we're not doing too bad. We're surviving out here. Let's use a few more super potions. It'll be fine once we start actually fishing though, because I'm planning on using the old rod. Maybe let's just start on the north side of the map instead of the south side, because getting over to the south side is going to be a pain. Alright, so let's try this again. First, get back on our bike. Let's go heal. I'll try to do it with the frame skip first to see if I can do it or not, and then if I have to slow the game down, I'll slow it down a little bit. Alright, so let's just start right here, right by the Pokemon Center. That will give us like a better jumping on point. We should have just done this to begin with. Okay. So we're gonna go Pokemon. Sorry, I want to put the old rod as my selected item. And what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna start here, and I'm gonna go left to right. Marseilles, the farmers need an escort, but the escort forgot to level grind. Sounds like one heck of a light novel title, yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be tough to catch Pokemon with the frame skip on, which is gonna slow down the process even more. I might have to turn it off. I got one. Okay, so they should be level like 20 Magikarp around here. Oh, even lower level, that's perfect. So what we're gonna do, instead of running away, we're just gonna knock them all out until we run out of PP. And that's gonna help Sokov gain some levels, although he's gaining very little experience. Hold on, we're not gonna leave yet. So we're gonna check each tile about 3 to 4 times, just to like kind of get like a guarantee that it's not a Feebas tile. So we're expecting around 200 Magikarp encounters before the end of this stream. Maybe we should do like an encounter tally. I didn't make like an infographic for it though. Another thing you can do also to speed up the process, if you get a Pokemon with the Suction Cups ability and put them at the front of the party, it'll actually increase your chances of getting a bite while fishing. Okay, so this is probably not the Feebas tile because we should have gotten it within 3 catches. I'm gonna do 4 just in case, because there's always the chance of like just, you know, statistics. So we're gonna do a 4th fish here. Nice. Oh, it got away. No, I don't want to surf. I want to fish. Okay, I got it. Here's our 4th encounter here. Uh, Marceo says a level 7 Magikarp is faster than a level 20 Trapinch. Why? Magikarp actually has pretty good base speed, if you can believe it. It's like one of its stats that's like not completely terrible. Okay, so this tile is not it. I'm just gonna start marking it in chat. So we've seen 4 Magikarps so far. Wow, the Zigzagoon didn't pick up anything from those 4 encounters. Okay. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go left 1 tile, and then we're just gonna start fishing here. There's 1. I'm really hoping for just like a lucky break, like we get the Feebas within like the first like 2 tiles or something. That would be pretty amazing. I'm gonna put Bite in front because if Bite is strong enough to knock these things out, then we just need to Bite. We don't need to do anything else. Try to conserve our PP. Oh, I'm wishing I had a Suction Cups Pokemon now. This is starting to get frustrating. This process is already going to take long enough. It's going to take even longer if we're not getting bites every time we fish. Ugh. And then they get away too. I'm going to slow down to 3 times because the 4 times is making me miss too often. Alright, let's see if this works out a little better. Yeah, that gives me a little bit more time to react. So this is Tentacool. You do get Tentacool sometimes. I think you can only get the Tentacool while you're surfing. But because we're using the old rod, they're going to be nice and low level. Sokov, I'm pretty sure Sokov cannot get poisoned. Oh, by the way, another thing is that in addition to Magikarp having pretty decent base speed, Trapinch is sort of like, it's not really a baby Pokemon, but it's sort of like a baby Pokemon. So it doesn't have the best stats. Okay, so we've seen 2 more here. So this is going to be our 3rd one. Nope. I don't want to slow down the frame skip anymore. It's already... This is already going to take long enough. I think I just need to react faster. There we go. So here's encounter number 7. I actually think the Tentacool encounters are going to be pretty useful for us because they give around 120 experience, which is a lot more than the Magikarp. Okay, so this is going to be our 8th encounter, and then after here we'll advance 1 more tile. Okay, I might need to slow down 1 more. Yeah, I need to slow down 1 more. We'll go to 2 times. Nice. I'm kind of hoping we get more Tentacool so we can level up Sokop a little bit faster. Alright. Even though we do have to use Strength against them. Okay, so that's 8. Counters. Go 1 more tile to the left, and we start again. Oh, I'll check the Zigzagoon after this next encounter, too. Surely they would have picked up something by now. I don't know if it's just me or if the window for catching is just really small, but I'm getting a lot of bites are actually getting off the hook. All right, we're gonna use Strength against the Tentacool because they have better defense than the Magikarp. Nice. So that's 1. Farmer Jet picked up an item. We got a rare candy. That's lucky. Another Magikarp. Marceo says, I wonder if the bites that get away count as encounters. No, I'm not going to count them. I'm only going to count the number of encounters that we actually see. So there's 2. Here's 3. Reg says no because we have no way of knowing if they were Feebas or not. Yeah, basically. The reason I'm tracking the number of encounters is for the statistics. So like Reg said, like you have to actually see what it is to count it as either being a Feebas or not being a Feebas. Okay, we'll do one more on this tile. One more. Got it. Marceau says, Farmer Jeb 3, once again proving why the Jebs are the best farmers in all of Hoenn. That is correct. I wonder if Feint Attack does good damage too. I mean, it should be roughly equal to Bite. Yeah. So we've got plenty of PP just for knocking out weak Magikarps. Okay, so that's 12 encounters we've seen already. This is going to take longer than I thought it was going to take. I can already say that. At the rate we're going, it's going to take more than 200 encounters. I think the 200 number was based on checking every tile 3 times. If we check every tile 4 times, it's going to be even more unlikely, or it's going to take even longer. So maybe we should switch over to just doing 3 per tile. I'm not sure. But then the problem is we might accidentally skip over a Feebas tile, and that makes the process take even longer. Really tough to decide. Oh, he's just inching closer and closer to level up. Sometimes they're still going to get away, but that's usually just user error. It's just because I'm not good at fishing. It is really funny that the Magikarp are faster than me, though. Oh, nice. Level 21. That was our second encounter on this tile, right? Here's our third. So this is probably not a Feebas tile. I say we should just check one more, just to be certain. Oh, you know, another way we can check the encounters is just by looking at the PP that we've spent. I'll do that once we run out of PP. I'll see if it matches with our count. Okay, this is 16 encounters here. Still no Feebas. Not that surprising. It's not that likely to get it within 16 encounters. I just really had my hopes up. I thought I was going to get lucky, and that's not what's happening here today. Alright, we'll advance one more tile. Let's check the Zigzagoons. Farmer Jeb again. Full heal. Alright, one more. Ah, I pressed the wrong button. I actually had that one, I just pressed the wrong button. What have I chosen to do with my life? There's number 17. I'm going to use Feint Attack as much as possible because it's the most inconvenient move on the list to use. Here's number 18. If we get better at fishing, we can really speed up the process. And you know, at some point there's a chance we, like, with as much as we're doing, there's actually a chance at some point we might see a shiny Magikarp or something like that. Shiny Tentacle, shiny Magikarp, maybe. That would be cool. Ah, he got away. Okay, this should be number 19. This is probably not a Feebas tile. I don't know. Do you guys think we should switch from 4 to 3? I really can't decide. Either we check each tile 3 times or we check each tile 4 times. Either way, that's encounter 19. We'll do encounter 20 on this tile as well. Okay, there's number 20. So there's a 50% chance to get Feebas as long as you're on the right tile. So theoretically, checking 3 times, you're pretty likely to get it. if it's there. But Reg agrees that, yeah, 4 is safer. Okay, we'll keep doing 4 then. That's fine. I mean, that's kind of what I've been doing anyway, so let's just stick with what we're doing. That's encounter number 20. Reg notes that three encounters per tile is a 1 in 8 chance of missing, but 4 is a 1 in 16 chance of missing. So yeah, that really increases or decreases our odds of skipping a Feebas tile. So I agree, that's going to be the better move. Alright, here's number 21. It is not a Feebas, but it is a Tentacle. We like to see Tentacles because they give us good experience. They don't really hit that hard either. They don't like hit much harder than the Magikarp, but they have more bulk, so they give better experience. Okay, there's 22. Oh, another Tentacle. Ooh, Supersonic. Do not like to see that. Supersonic is just a time waster, basically. Alright, go for 23. I got away. I've never done this before, as mentioned, so this is kind of my first time doing this. It's probably not a great idea, not a good use of my time, but at the end of the day, I'll be able to say that I did it at least once. Here's encounter 23. Another Magikarp, not too surprising. That's the most likely thing we're going to encounter today. Here's number 24. Okay, we got 24 pretty fast. And it's another Magikarp. I think it would be awesome to get a shiny Magikarp. Advance one more tile. Let's check the... Aha! Zigzagoon farming. Starting to pay off. Super potions. Another rare candy. That's really lucky. And another super potion. Getting 2 rare candies within that span of time is really lucky. Okay, this is number 25. And it is a Tentacle. Nice. Lucky Tentacle. Go for strength. We don't like to see Supersonic. I'd like to get a little bit more speed on Sokov, so he can start out speeding these wild encounters. But I guess that's the whole point of training him. Okay, here's 26. I think we're getting more efficient at the casting. So the problem right now is we actually need to use strength to knock out the Tentacle, and we have a lot less PP for strength. So that's going to slow down the process a little bit more too. Alright, let's go for 27. I got away. Okay, here's number 27. It is a Magikarp. Unlucky Magikarp. I like how they also made it rain on this tile, so every single encounter just takes a few seconds longer. They really wanted to make this process as excruciating as they could. Alright, let's go for 28. Here's number 28. And it is a Tentacle. Nice. I think after I clear this row, I'm going to go back to the Pokemon Center to make sure that I reset my strength PP. So this is 28. We'll go one more. We'll check our farm. Nice, we got good farming. A super potion. Full heal. And a revive. Okay, let's go for 29. Number 29 is Tentacle. I wonder if there's any logic behind like when you get a Tentacle and when you get a Magikarp. I really like the tentacle encounters. They're going to help us level up a lot faster. Here's number 30, and it is a Magikarp. We're going to use Bite. I might, at some point, I might use the TM for Return and teach him Return. Oh wow, that did not knock out the Magikarp. Okay, this is number 30. Got 2 more on this tile, and then we're going to go back to the Pokemon Center. Got away again. Okay, 31. And number 31 is another Magikarp. Let's do Feint Attack. Yeah, I think we should teach him Return at some point. Okay, so we're going for 32 now. And we got number 32. And 32 is another Magikarp. So this is probably not the Feebas tile. 32. First row cleared. Alright, let's go back to the Pokemon Center. I want to reset our Strength PP because it's the best move that we have right now. And I want to make sure that we don't get stuck out in the middle of nowhere without being able to knock out any Tentacle. But this is good though. If we start from this position, we can make good headway, and then we'll worry about going like to the areas with the higher level Pokemon later on. All right, so we've cleared the first row. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna go like this, and then we're just gonna go up 1 row. And since these rows are more narrow, we can probably get 2 more rows done before we go back to the Pokemon Center again. I could put a more efficient sweeper at the front of the party and do this faster too, but the reason I'm doing it this way is because I really want to train this Trapinch so that by the time we're done doing this, it will hopefully be ready to actually breed with the Feebas. Alright, here's number 33, Unlucky Magikarp. Nice, quick catch. 34 is Unlucky Magikarp. Go for Bite. I think there's probably not any reason to use Feint Attack over Bite unless like our PP starts to get low. Because I think Strength is going to be the limiting factor for how often we have to go back to the Pokemon Center. This is a pretty low level Tentacool. I'm just going to go with Strength anyway. I think Tentacool has pretty good special defense. You never know. Alright. That was number 35, so we're going for 36 now, and then we'll be done with this tile. (36) Marceo says, fishing is at least more interesting in the Pokemon world in that the fish can fight back. You think this is interesting, huh? Maybe after a couple hours of this, when my brain has started to rot, I will also start to think that it's interesting. Alright, that's 36. Let's check our Zigzagoon farm. Got some good farming items. We got a Ultra Ball, a Super Potion, and another rare candy. Wow, we got 3 rare candies. We're really lucky with the rare candies today. 3 rare candies and only 36 encounters. Here's... oh, he got away. Here's number 37. Lucky 37 is another Tentacool. That's actually not too bad. I want to get another physical attacking move. I think we should teach him Return. Especially because his affection is going to go up. Doesn't your affection go up every time you win a battle? Someone has to remind me of that. Because if your affection goes up every time you win a battle, Return is going to be really useful on this Pokemon. Okay, hold on. I'm just going to use items in battle while we're doing fishing because it's not really that significant. This isn't like, you know, when we were playing through the game normally. And battling trainers and stuff. This is just... it's like if we let Sokov get knocked out, it's just gonna waste even more time while fishing. So I think using items in battle is fine here. Marcelo says, I believe so. Yeah, I think so too. I'm pretty sure you get affection every time you knock out an enemy Pokemon. That was number 37, right? Yeah. I hate when the encounters like go really bad with like confusion and they take a while because it's really easy to lose count if a battle ends up taking several minutes. Number 38. And it is Magikarp. But yeah, that's going to make the power of return go up pretty quickly. So there's number 38. Let's check. Number 39 is another Magikarp. I've seen a lot of these today, and we're going to see plenty more. Alright, let's go for number 40. Number 40 is another Magikarp. Let's go bite. Perfect. Alright. So that was number 40. I'm gonna grab my calculator really quick. I want to test something out. So with 40 encounters, that means we've finished checking 10 tiles. So 10 out of 400. We're about 2% of the way done, almost 3% of the way done. That's assuming that we have to check every single tile. We don't really need to check every single tile, so that's one good thing. It's like we're not going to need to check every single tile. But either way, we've checked around almost 3% of the tiles in the game, or on this route. So, hold on. 1, 2. I can't remember if we checked this tile or not. I think we just got done checking this tile, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah. We've checked 9 and 10. Okay, so this should be the 11th tile right here. So this is number 41. This is why you don't take breaks, because if you take breaks, you're going to lose track of what you're doing. I'm going to see if Feint Attack can knock out the level 5 Tentacool, because it will save us PP if it can. Okay, good. So we only have to use Strength on the higher level Tentacool. So there's number 41. Here comes number 42, and it is another Magikarp, a lucky Magikarp. This one is a lucky Magikarp, you can tell, because it's a little bit more red than the other Magikarps. I'm already starting to go insane. Okay, let's check number 43. I can't remember the formula that I used to predict how many tiles we were going to have to check, or how many encounters we were going to have to do. But I know it was based on 3 checks per tile. Since we're doing 4 checks per tile, it's going to take longer than 200 encounters. So this is number 43. And here comes number 44. Marceo says, all these squares make a circle. Number 44 is another Tentacool. Oh, I probably could have used Feint Attack on this one. Oh well. Let's move forward 1 space. Mark down, we've done 44 encounters. We're more than 3% of the way done now. How exciting. And we got another super potion. Nice. 45. I love when you get just like a quick result. Makes the whole process goes more smoothly. Number 45, another Magikarp. Who would have guessed? Number 46. And it is another Magikarp. You ever look back at your life and you wonder about the choices you made that led you to the place where you are now? Here comes number 47. Oh, he got away. Okay, number 47. And it is another Magikarp. And we're almost done with this tile. We are almost done with this tile. One more encounter. 48. It is another Magikarp. Faint Attack. Imagine if we accidentally skip a Feebas tile, even though we're being like extremely careful. But imagine if we still somehow manage to skip one. The process takes even longer. Alright, this is number 48. That's 12 tiles out of 400 done. Oh, 49, really fast. That's great. And it's a Magikarp. Are we outspeeding the Magikarp yet? I think they give speed EVs. I can't remember. Does Magikarp give HP or speed EVs? It's one of those two. Okay, that's number 49. I'm gonna check our farm. Super potion and a full heal. Alright, we're going for encounter number 50. Got it? Number 50 is Tentacool. Lucky Tentacool. Ooh, that's not good. Magikarp is speed, okay, and Tentacool is special attack. I'm like, special attack or special defense. Or speed. Now I'm not sure. 51. 51 is another Magikarp. Oh no, I wasted a strength on a Magikarp. I need to not do that. I need to be more careful. Alright, 52. 52. And it is another Magikarp. I changed the levels of the audio, by the way. The music should be a little louder than it was last week. I don't know if anyone can tell the difference. Alright, that is number 52. 52. Let's check our Zigzagoon farm. Farmer Luke got an item. And it's a nugget. Nice. Alright, checking encounter 53. Got it. We need to be really efficient with our encounters. Almost out of Feint Attack PP, that means we're doing good. Alright, that's 53, another Magikarp. Let's check on number 54. Nothing. Got it. 54 is another Magikarp. We're gonna get this eventually. The day will come. Here's 54, another Magikarp. As you'd expect. Here comes 55. Got away? No way. I disagree. I got that one. Okay, here we go. 55. 55 is Tentacool. And it's a low level one. We can probably knock it out with Bite. We cannot. Oh, but he flinched. Lucky flinch. Alright, let's do Feint Attack then. That was 55, so let's do number 56, and then we'll be done with this tile. 56, here we go. 56 is a Magikarp. Faint attack. Okay, and we'll check our farm. A full restore. And a super potion. Alright, we'll advance one more, and we're almost done with this row. Perfect. This is number 57, and 57 is a Tentacool. Low level. We'll go with Bite. Oh, another flinch though. Our special attack's just not quite high enough for the ranges that we need. Okay, that was 57. Here comes number 58. Another Tentacool. Low level though. I'm just gonna use strength. How much strength do we have left? I'm gonna go with Bite. We've been having pretty good luck with Bite. Wow, we're getting really good flinch luck. I totally just blanked. I don't know which encounter we're on. I think that was number 58, right? So this should be 59. 57, 58, 50, yeah. I'm pretty sure this is 59 Magikarp, because we got two Tentacool in a row. And then we'll do one more for number 60, and then we'll be done with this row. Perfect. Number 60, we're done with this row. We can do another row. I'm pretty sure we can do another row. Either says, well, at least I haven't missed anything, it looks like. Well, you missed 60 encounters. But yeah, nothing important. Let me mark that down really quick. 60 encounters. That's equals... Actually, let's just do this really quick. It'll break up the monotony a little bit. 60. That's 15 tiles over 400. Oops. Divide, not multiply. So we're almost 4% of the way done. Oh. I didn't actually write down what I wanted to write down. 60 encounters equals 15 tiles, 2.7% of the way done. So that's kind of the progress that we've made so far today. And here's our farm, Jeb 3. He got a super potion. We're going to do one more row before we go back to the Pokemon Center, because we have enough PP. Bite. Reg says, this is definitely a have something else as your primary attention stream, honestly, yeah. No worries. Honestly, I'm going to use this footage to make a video later on. So it's like a lot of this is going to be either edited out or just vastly sped up. But I thought it would be fun to just actually stream the entire process from start to finish. And even then, I didn't stream the whole process because that would have required me to stream multiple times a day, every day for the last half a week when I was, checking in on the berries. Instead, I just spent like 10 minutes talking about the berries. Here's 62, and it is another Magikarp. And we're out of Feint Attack, so we're getting low on PP. A Feint Attack is our least valuable attack, so it's not that bad. This should be number 63. Got it right away. Nice. 63 is a Tentacool. Tentacool is a lucky find. I'm a little worried about this row. We might need to go back to the Pokemon Center. Well, Here comes number 64. Aether says, I'm just getting set up at work, so this is fine for background noise. Perfect. Sokov's gonna get another level. And that is encounter number 64. I think we're not gonna have enough PP to do this whole row. So what I'm gonna do so that I don't lose track in the middle of the row, I'm gonna go back and restore my PP now. Because it's better to do this now than to do it while I'm in the middle of a row and then potentially lose count in the middle. Okay. So we've done this row here. And we've done this row here. And now we're working on this row here. We just checked this tile. So now we're going to check this tile. Pokemon is on the hook. Honestly, like, one of the advantages of streaming it is that it's keeping my attention focused on it. Even though, like, for you guys, this is just like background noise. For me, like, the fact that I'm streaming it means that I have to give it my full attention. Which means I won't just, like, give up, like, in the middle of it and just, like, wander away. Okay, that was number 65. Now we're going for 66. I got away. $66. Another Magikarp. Slowly the joy is draining from my soul. I'm becoming an empty husk. Every Magikarp I see just drains my life force a little bit more. Number 67. No. I got away. $67. Let me move this. Okay. Number 67. Another Tentacool. I'm not getting excited about the Tentacool anymore either. He got away. We need one more to clear this tile. 68. Honestly, what I would really like to happen is to get a Feebas on the 4th encounter on a tile, because if that happens, then I won't feel like it was a waste of time to do 4 checks on every tile. But if I get it like on the first check on a tile, it's gonna make me feel like doing it 4 times on each, on each tile was a waste. Okay, 68. Start on the next tile. Encounter number 69. And it is a Magikarp. Nice. This is the nice tile. It's just another Magikarp. Well, we've done 69 encounters. And our Zigzagoon farm is full. We got an Ultra Ball, full heal, Ultra Ball, and a Super Potion. Okay, number 70. Perfect. I thought about holding my breath until I got the 70th encounter. That was a really bad one to do it on. Number 70. Another Magikarp. Aether says 4 times on each tile minimizes the number of moving around encounters, at least that you'd get from swapping tiles every time. Yeah. Reg said that if we do 3 on each tile, it's like a 1 in 8 chance to miss the Feebas. But if we do 4 on each tile, it's a 1 in 16 chance to miss the Feebas. So like the odds are just a lot more consistent this way. And this is number 71. So we've got one more encounter on this tile. It's like we know this is probably not the tile, but you really have to check just to make sure, because if we move right now, there's more than a 10% chance that we might just skip over a Feebas tile. And that's really, like, it's not worth those odds. Because you really don't want to miss the Feebas tile when you find it. Alright, this is 72, and of course it's a Tentacool. I guess in theory we could do 5 checks on each tile, but I think that gets to the point where it's just not worth it. Because like if you do skip a Feebas tile, it's not the end of the world, because there is another one that you're gonna find like somewhere ahead in the sequence. Ooh, 73, nice and quick. I like when we get quick encounters. It's just another Magikarp, unfortunately. Natwaf says 400 tiles to test. Yep. And only 5 of them have the Feebas we're looking for. Oh, nice. 74. Another quick encounter. Oh, by the way, I don't know why I was thinking this was going to be difficult. It's not difficult, it's just tedious. This is number 75. We'll go with strength. Nice crit. And here comes 76. This is the last tile that we need to check on this one. Or the last encounter that we need to check on this tile. Another Tentacool. This one we should be able to knock out with Bite. It's a low enough level. Yeah. Well, the crit helped. 76. Oh, hold on. Natwa says, yeah, tedious is the word. Eh. You live and you learn. It's not the biggest mistake I've made in my life. Although I'm saying that now. See how I feel in an hour. Number 77, another Magikarp. I need to get progressively more excited each time I see a Magikarp. 77. Living the Magikarp life. This is our life now. 1 week of cornberry farming. Hours and hours of Magikarp fishing. And eventually you'll get something that is kind of neat to have. Number 78. Another Magikarp. Okay, let's check. 78. Nope. Nope. Nice. This is 78, right? I hope I'm not losing count. I mean, it's not the end of the world. If we end up doing extra fishing due to losing count, it's not the worst thing in the world. What would be worse is if we accidentally skip over tiles. Let's just be thorough. So this should be number 79 now. The problem is I'm trying to do like extra math in my head while I'm doing this. That's causing me to lose count. Okay, here comes number 79. 79 is Tentacool. Good experience. We like seeing Tentacool because it gives us a little bit of experience for Sokov. $79. Okay, we've got one more encounter to check on this tile. And that will be encounter number 80. Let's go, number 80. And it is a Magikarp. This is going to be a super fast Flygon. After knocking out all of these Magikarp. Okay, that was number 80. Do 80. I'm going to do another calculation because we've checked 20 tiles. 20 over 400 is 5%. We've checked 5% of all the tiles. So we're getting somewhere. We've checked 5% of all the tiles on Route 119. Ultra Ball, full heal, and a full restore. Full restore is pretty good. Alright, we've got 2 more tiles to check on this row. Natwaf says, man, a level 9 Tentacool and level 7 Magikarp outspeed a level 23 Trapinch. Yeah, Trapinch is really slow. we discovered this earlier. I think it's because, like I said earlier, I kind of said this already earlier, but you weren't here. It's not really a baby Pokemon, but it's sort of like a baby Pokemon, so it has pretty bad stats. Because it's like the baby form of a Flygon, if you think about it. It's not like a normal 3-stage evolution. It's, you know, it's one of the ones where like the first stage is particularly weak. Alright, so this is encounter number 81. And it is another Magikarp. Now let's see, 82. So my goal is to catch a Feebas on the 4th encounter on a tile. That way I can feel like it was worth it to check every tile 4 times. 82. Another Magikarp. We're getting speed EVs from knocking out these Magikarp though, so eventually we should end up pretty fast. And then Tentacool, I don't remember what it gives. It's either special attack, special defense, or speed. Alright, this is 83. Feint attack. We've got 1 more encounter on this tile that we need to check. Nope. Aha, there we go. This should be 84. The reason we're using the old rod is because it's the fastest to catch. I'm wondering if upgrading to the good rod at some point might be worth it, but we have to wait until we know that Sokov is capable of knocking out the Pokemon with a good rod. Okay, so that's number 84. And then we got 1 more tile to check on this row. Ah, I got away. '85 is beautiful Magikarp. A beautiful Magikarp. Look at that carp. Okay, feint attack. Do 1 more. This should be 86. '87. If you lose focus for even a second, it's like almost a guarantee that the next catch is going to get away. Fishing is a lot harder in this game than it needs to be. Okay, 87. The really difficult part for me is that when something like this happens and it takes like an extra minute, an extra 2 minutes, it's really easy to lose count. Okay, so this was 87. We've got 1 more encounter to check on this tile, and then we'll be completely done with this row. Number 88. And it is another Magikarp. Not too surprising. I think like by the time you've already fished on a tile 3 times, it's probably not going to be Feebas on the 4th tile. On the 4th check. Because you kind of already mostly guaranteed that it's not the Feebas tile. Alright. Well, that's another row done. Let's check this tile right here really quick before we go back to the Pokemon Center. because this tile is kind of awkward to fish on anyway. In fact, hey, let's try the good rod here. Let's see what level Pokemon it fishes up. The good rod fishes up, and it's also going to fish up Carvana, if I remember correctly. Level 23. Yeah, these ones might be difficult to knock out, but they'll give good experience. Let's see. If I can knock it out with a single strength, it might be worth it. Yeah, it's going to take more than one strength, and then you have to wait for the rain falling animation. I don't think it's worth it to use the good rod yet. We have to wait till our attack gets a little bit higher. But we do get good experience, so I don't know. Let's keep using the good rod until we're done with this tile. Since we're on a corner tile anyway, and we're conserving our strength PP anyway, or since we're using the rest of our strength PP before we go back to the Pokemon Center, this is actually a good time to use the good rod, especially because we can get some good experience. Okay, this is going to be encounter number 90, and it is a Magikarp. Not going to give great experience, unfortunately. Let's see what Bite does. I'd like it if we can defeat him with 2 bites. Now we're going to need a bite and a strength. So yeah, getting the Magikarp with the good rod is a pretty bad outcome. Because it's just like a waste of experience and a waste of strength PP. This will be 91. You really got to concentrate while fishing with the good rod too. Ooh, here's the Carvana. If it survives my hit, I'm going to catch it because I don't have one yet. He does not survive my hit. Okay, let's go for number 92. Natuaf says, man, I forgot Good Rod needs multiple button taps to reel in the fish. Yeah, it's pretty obnoxious, isn't it? Alright, let's, well, at level 13 Carvana's not really worth catching. Alright. Let's go back. So we're basically done with the first 3 rows. We're going to start working on the 4th row now. I'm going to switch back to the old rod while we're clearing out the rows. And then what I'll do is I'll use the good rod at the start of each new row. Like we just did there. Because that's like the best time to use it. It's a good way to reset our PP before going back to the Pokemon Center. And like get a good burst of experience. Alright, what did our farmers pick up? Full restore. The bag is full. And what does this one have? A full heal. So he picked up something that's not already in my bag. Oops, that's not what I want to do. Let's check my PC. Item storage, deposit items. So he picked up something that's not already on this list. Let's deposit the leftovers, the hard stone, the silk scarf, the white herb, heart scale. Anything else we don't need? Max elixirs. We don't need our elixirs right now. Perfect. Okay, this will make room in the bag for new pickups. A PP up. Oh, that's really good. That's actually really good. Make sure... Yeah, okay, our team's back up to full health. So we're going to start working on this row again. The fact that they put rain on this route is so devious. It is so disgusting. Oh, by the way, I forgot to mark down that we did 92 encounters. Okay, so we did this row. We did 2 rows, we did 3 rows, and then we just finished checking this tile. So what we're going to do is we're going to start working on this row from this tile here. And we're going back to the old rod for now. Faster results, and then Pokemon that we can knock out more consistently. And then we don't have to watch the rainfall animation twice per battle. We only have to watch it once at the start of each battle. So number 93 is a Magikarp. Not too unexpected. The next one might be a Feebas. Number 94 is another Magikarp. I wonder what the actual encounter tables look like. Number 95. And it is a Magikarp. Either says, this wouldn't be as bad if it just always pulled if you used the old rod. Yeah, I know. Yeah, this would be so much better if the fishing wasn't so obtuse. Alright, number 96 is... like, the whole... like, the main thing that slows this down is, like, how hard it is to fish. Either is... yeah, the multiple casts per catch is what slows this down immensely. Natwaf says I. Oh, I didn't know steel types could get poisoned. Or wait, he's not a steel type, he's a ground type. I always forget about that. He looks like he'd be a steel type, doesn't he? Yeah, he's just a pure ground type. Alright, that was number 96. We should have bought antidotes in that case. Oh well, we'll just have to waste full heals. I mean, we're picking up nuggets like constantly, so... and other items we can sell. Gotta revive. Alright. So that was 96, so we're going to move forward one tile and start on this new tile. 97. Yeah, if the fishing was just like a fast, like guaranteed thing, it would cut down. It would probably cut the amount of time needed in half easily. Ooh, that was a bad move to select. Probably not going to knock him out. No. I think if we switch to bite, we can guarantee the knockout here. Nope. Okay, this was a huge waste of time. The only way I could waste my time more is if he gets poisoned. Either says, at least the Zigzagoons are getting items. Very efficient Zigzagoon farming. Got away. Here we go, 98. Number 98 is a Tentacool. Alright. This one's only level 5. I'm just gonna go for Feint Attack. Perfect. Alright. Here comes number 99. Nice. Yeah, like the fast... you can see how much faster the fast results are. And we've got one more to do on this tile, and we can use a strength here. It's worth it. Perfect. Okay, and then this is going to be our 100th encounter. And we are nowhere near done. I do not think that we're halfway done. I mean, we could get lucky. The very next tile could be the Zigzagoon tile, or sorry, the Feebas tile, but it's not very likely. Alright, let's take a moment to celebrate our 100th encounter. I accidentally put caps locks on, but you know what? I'm going to leave it on, because I think it's funny. 100th encounter! So 100... that's 25 tiles we've checked out of 400 tiles. We're more than 6% of the way done with Route 119, and we still have not seen a single Feebas. Oh, we got a nugget though. We got several rare candies. We got nuggets. Actually, let's see how many rare candies we got. We got 4 rare candies just since we started doing this, which is actually extremely lucky. And then we're gonna move forward one tile. I'm pretty sure we were done checking that tile. I probably should have been more careful about that. Let's go to 101. Here we go, 101. Starting the new 100 club. New set of 100s. I can't believe these Magikarp are still outspeeding me, even after gaining several levels and a bunch of speed EVs. The difference in the base speed between a Trapinch and a Magikarp must be huge when we're this many levels ahead. Number 102. 102 is another Magikarp. This stream has been going on for an hour and 20 minutes, and we have not seen a single Feebas. 103. Number 103 is Tentacool. Tentacool is not bad, although it's low level, so it's kind of not that great either. It's still better than a Magikarp. Alright, one more for this tile, and we can move on. Or can we? There we go. 104. 104 is another Magikarp. Not what I wanted to see. I want to see the lucky Feebas. We'll move forward one. We'll check our Zigzagoon farm. Ultra Ball. And a full restore. 104 encounters done. Let's see what number 105 is. Got it. It is another Magikarp. By the way, I should warn you, I'm an extremely unlucky person. So it's very likely that this is going to take longer than whatever like the statistical average is. It's probably going to take us longer than what you expect it would take. Because luck is a real thing, and I have bad luck. 106 is a Magikarp. I wonder how long it's going to take before we start outspeeding these Magikarp. That would be a fun thing to see, like how long until we start outspeeding the Magikarp. 107. Oh, there's no way that got away. I reacted immediately. Tentacool, nice. It's a high enough level that it's worth using Strength. Should give some good experience. We might get to level 25 from this. We did not quite get there. Okay, one more encounter on this tile. If it's a Tentacool, we'll level up as well. 108, here we go. Number 108 is a Magikarp. Probably not going to level up on this, but we might. We did not. Okay, let's go forward one tile. Let's check our farm. Farmer Luke, he got a super potion. Hold on. 108. 108 encounters, done. Like an absolute legend. The legend of Feebas. Number 109 is a Magikarp. Beautiful. Aha, level up. Ooh, Sand Tomb. I don't think we want Sand Tomb, do we? No, it's a trapping move. It has bad accuracy. Okay, that was 109, so here's number 110. It's another Magikarp. Now is the dreaded 111. 111. Look how much progress we've made already. We're almost done with this little channel here. Number 111 is yet another Magikarp. What is 112 going to be? Probably a Magikarp. Let's see. Ah, got away. Nice. Okay, and number 112 is a Magikarp, as you would expect. 112. Magikarp. Let's check our farm. No farm this time. Alright, we're on the last tile on this row, and then we will have been done with 4 rows. Got a bite? Marseos, we shall slaughter all the Magikarp to find that one Feebas. I don't know, these things must be breeding like rabbits. I mean, there's so many Magikarp out here. And you just, they never stop. I guess you could imagine that we're just throwing back the same Magikarps over and over again and they keep coming back. That was 113 by the way. And here's 114. Ooh, a nice fast 114. That was quick. You love to see that. Alright, 114. Faint attack. Okay, 115. Let's go 115. Fast 115. Either says, it feels statistically unlikely that there wasn't one so far if there are multiple Feebas tiles. Yeah, there's 5 Feebas tiles out of 400. So let me check how many tiles that is. Hold on. Before I forget, we're on 115 right now. Oh, there's 6? I thought it was 5. Well, hold on, let me calculate it. Hold on. Let me finish fishing on this tile first so I don't lose track of my count, and then we'll do math. I wanted to recalculate anyway how long it should take with 4 attempts on each tile. And then I'll make sure that I use 6 over 400, not 5 over 400. It's right on the screen too, by the way, so I don't know how I could get that wrong. Okay. So this was number 116, and we're done with this row. I'm gonna check the farm. Natwef says, it would be funny if all 6 tiles were at the opposite end of where you started fishing. That would be... that would be funny to you? I think that would be terrible. That'd be horrible. It'd be a nightmare. Okay, so let's just stop and take a break while we're here. So we fished on 116 tiles. Okay, so yeah. So first of all, 6 over 400 is 1%. So yeah, the Feebas tiles are actually not, like, around 1% of the, around 1.5% of the tiles are Feebas tiles. And we fished on way more tiles than that. We fished on 29 out of 400 tiles. So yeah, we fished on over 7% of the tiles already, so we should have seen... we fished on more tiles than there are Feebas tiles, but that's not that unexpected. And then, okay, you did the calculation, so I'm not going to do it myself. But yeah, 266 sounds about right, because my original calculation was 200, but that was based on 3 attempts per tile. So if we're doing 4 attempts per tile, we should expect around 266 encounters. And so we're not quite halfway done. But at the same time, if we get unlucky, then it could end up taking even longer. Alright, so before we start the new row, we're going to clear out this by using the good rod. We're going to clear out this like corner tile by using the good rod. It takes a little bit longer, but it's just something to do different than just repeating the same thing over and over again. And in theory, we can get good experience with the good rod. Wow, how did that get away? I pushed the button immediately. I'm just going to believe that your math is correct, because I don't want to do it myself. Alright, so this is 117, and it is a lowly Magikarp. Oh, we used all of our PP for Feint Attack. Gotta keep that in mind. So this is a good time to go back to the Pokemon Center anyway, after we clear this tile. Alright. So that was 117, now we're going to check 118. I gotta catch right away. If we got a Pokemon with Suction Cup, we could actually make it go faster because it guarantees that you get a catch. Or I don't think it guarantees it, but it raises the odds by a lot. So that was 118. So we're gonna do a 119. Another good rod attempt. How are these things getting away? Nice. Alright, here's 119. It's another Magikarp. That's stupid. We should look up the actual encounter tables because we might be able to get some useful information from that. I'm wondering if that's worth doing. Okay, this is 120. Ooh, a high-level Magikarp. This is going to be a good experience. Reg, theoretically speaking, there's no way to guarantee you haven't missed a Feebas tile, no matter how many times you fish. It's always possible to just lose that many coin flips in a row. But I would say that 1 over 16 is quite unlikely. Yeah, I agree. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and, you know, fish on each tile 100 times. I think 1 over 16 is like perfectly acceptable odds. Or 15 over 16 is perfectly acceptable odds. Alright, so we've cleared 4 rows, and then we've got started on the... We kind of chipped into the 5th row. Reg says the Feebas chants are... The Feebas tiles are 50% chance for Feebas, and if that 50% chance misses, you roll on the regular encounter table. Ah, okay, that's unfortunate. It'd be cool, it'd be interesting if it was something like, you know, like a Feebas tile had like a 50% chance of a Feebas, and like a 50% of like a Carvana, for example. Because if that was true, then you could, like, if you fished with the good rod and you saw like a Magikarp, then you could immediately discount that tile. But I guess that's probably why it doesn't work that way, because that would just be too convenient for Game Freak. Alright, we've cleared 4 rows, and we're gonna go back. We refreshed our PP. So we cleared 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we did this tile. This feels wrong. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we fished this tile, and now we're starting this way. Yeah, this feels correct. This is where we were. I can't believe we got a level 29 Magikarp though. That was exciting, even though it gives a big crappy experience still. Natwaf, way too straightforward for Game Freak. Gotta be more convoluted. No kidding. I don't think we're even gonna get to like the berry blending part of the stream. I was way too ambitious in how much I thought I was gonna be able to get done in one stream. I don't know if I can even guarantee that I'll get a Feebas in the stream. This is, by the way, this is encounter 118. Natwa says he thinks I'm 1 row below where I should be. Crap. So we fish this row. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, you're right. We cleared 4 tiles, so we should be up here now. For some reason, I thought we weren't done with this channel yet, but I guess we are. Oh, by the way, this does not count as an encounter. This is just like a normal surfing encounter. Although this is going to give us really good experience, so I'm kind of excited about this. Oh my god. Okay, never mind. It's not going to give us any experience because the tentacle just one-shots us. And the annoying part is that if Whale can't knock this thing out, then we're also going to have to go back to the Pokemon Center and lose half of our money. Although there's a way to prevent that. We could just use a Revive. Marceo says, sometimes it's not the destination, it's the journey. Yeah, this is quite a journey, alright. Alright, we have to be careful for those high-level Tentacle, because they do have Bubble Beam. Alright, we're gonna have to use healing items now. Revive. Super Potions. We should have plenty of Super Potions because of these Zigzagoon pickups. Alright. So let's get started on the new row. And let me go back because I lost our encounter tally. Yeah, trying to grind a water area with a pure ground type, not my smartest decision. Alright, so we're starting over on this. This should be the actual encounter number 117. And it is a beautiful, beautiful Magikarp. We still haven't got a shiny Magikarp yet either. Like, what do you think is going to happen first? We get the Feebas or we get like a shiny Magikarp? I think this Feebas is statistically more likely, but at the same time, they're both really unlikely, so it's like... It's just like between two very unlikely things. It's at the point where you're just repeating a bunch of encounters, so something unlikely is going to happen. So this is 118. This is the actual 118. And then this is going to be the actual 119. Either says Feebas by and far, but you never know. You never know, it might happen. Shiny Magikarp. Once we clear this row, we're going to be done with this whole channel too. That's pretty exciting. Okay, this is the actual number 119 encounter, and then we've got to do 120, and then we'll be done with this tile. Perfect. One more encounter on this tile. Got it. Natwaf is always losing, man. Oh, Natwaf is always a losing man, so betting on the shiny Magikarp, Tentacool, and Carvanha. This was encounter 120. I want to mark this down so I don't forget where we are. And now we're going to move to the next tile. Check our farm. Farmer Bob. Full restore. Farmer Alice. Oh, another nugget. Alright, let's start checking on the next tile. This is going to be 121. Yeah, Bubble Beam is very scary. We have to really watch out for that one. Especially because they're faster. The Tentacool are faster than us. There's like so many reasons why this is incredibly difficult to grind. We could bring like a faster sweeper and then just put the experience share on Sokov, but that's going to make the process take even... The experience of getting his levels is going to take even longer. Plus it's actually going to make each battle take longer because there's going to be 2 messages every time for experience. And it's going to mean there's going to be 1 less Zigzagoon on the team, which is going to be less farming. Although I'm wondering at this point if we really need the Zigzagoon farming at all. We've kind of got everything we need from them at this point. Other than, I mean, we can get more rare candies though, that's the thing. This is 123, by the way. This is number 123. So basically, the main reason for the Zigzagoon farming is to get a bunch of rare candies, because those are going to help later with the Feebas and the Milotic, once we, you know, actually have them. Alright, and this is going to be 124, and that will be the last encounter for this tile. Oh, fast 124. Really fast 124. One, two, four. Move forward, let's check our farm. Natwaf says, Candillionaire Dream. I mean, we got a bunch of rare candies already. I'm surprised at how lucky we got on rare candies. Look at this. We got 4 rare candies already in only 124 encounters. And I mentioned this before, but you're supposed to get 1 rare candy about every 100 encounters. So we got really unlucky. Wow, we got really lucky with rare candies. Even if we're a little bit unlucky with the Feebas. Although we're still not even really halfway to the expected number of encounters for Feebas. Alright, this is 125. The Magikarp are still outspeeding. Level 6 Magikarp are still outspeeding us. Sokov is like a serious baby Pokemon. Okay, 126. Ooh, nice, 126. 126 is Tentacool. Let's hit him with strength. Go again. Go again. Nice. You know what a really good Pokemon would be for this? Would be Starmie. This is 126. Here comes 127. Starmie would be really good because it learns Surf, Waterfall, and Thunderbolt. So it could knock out enemy Pokemon really efficiently. And then it would also be useful for navigating the water and the waterfalls. Although I'm wondering if we actually need a waterfall Pokemon with us at this point, because that was 127, by the way. So this is 128. This will be the last encounter on this tile. We're not anywhere near the waterfalls yet, and we're not going to be anywhere near them anytime soon. If it's taking this long just to check each tile. All right, 128. This is the last encounter for this tile, and it is a Tentacool. We're about halfway to level 26. Our goal is level 35, by the way. Alright. Check. Oh, that was 128, by the way. So this Magikarp right here is number 129. We'll go Feint Attack. Now is going to be 130. 130, fast encounter. Another Magikarp. Okay, let's do 131. Nice, another fast encounter. So this is probably not the tile. We'll do one more just to confirm. Let's go. 132. Oh, fast 132. Fast 132. I'm gonna check this edge tile. I'm just gonna call them corner tiles. They're not always in the corner, but it's just that if I just use the same terminology over and over again, it'll make it easier for me to keep things. But I'm gonna do this corner tile now. That way, when we come back the other way, we won't have to do it again, and I'll just have to remember that I did this tile already. So we get a full restore this time and an Ultra Ball. I'm just gonna count this like as part of this row. It makes it easier when going, it's hard to explain, but it makes it a little bit easier when going back and forth. Alright, so this was 133, and it was a Tentacool, which is a good encounter. The Old Rod Tentacles are probably the best encounters we can get because they give good experience and they have no chance of knocking us out. Here comes 134. Not even a nibble. Nope. Yes. Okay, 134 is Magikarp. Unlucky Magikarp. It'd be nice if they at least gave us like a Tentacool every time. Alright, this is gonna be 135. 135, here we go. Another Magikarp. You have no idea how much time you saved us, by the way, Natwaf, when you pointed out that I was in the wrong row. That would have cost us like 10, 15, maybe even 20 minutes. Alright, we'll do 136, and that's going to be the last encounter for this tile. $136, 136. Nothing is biting. Nothing is biting at all. Okay, we got it. 136. The last encounter for this tile is a Lucky Tentacool, and it's a nice high level too. I think level 10 is the highest I've gotten, so 9 is like pretty good. Did not get poisoned. Alright. So we've checked that corner tile. Now we have 2 tiles left on this row. And nothing in our farm yet. That was 136, by the way. So if that was 136, that means we're about halfway done right now. We are about halfway done. $137. By the way, after we finish this row, do you want to continue fishing, or do you want to take a break from fishing and go make Pokeblocks? Because we're going to have to make Pokeblocks at some point. So it might be like a good idea to break up the monotony. Like we're halfway done through fishing, we could break up the monotony by doing something else and then come back and do the other half of the fishing. I'll wait and see if people have an opinion on that. 138, 138, 138. He got away. How did he get away? I'm pushing the button like as fast as humanly possible. Nice. 138 is a Tentacool. Nice. You like to see Tentacool. That's going to help us get the levels we need. I'm getting excited about the Tentacool again. That's how you know we've been at this for way too long. Okay, here comes 139. 139. Either says it's up to me, it's down to me if I know that I can definitely keep track of my spot. So that's one of the reasons why I think this is a good time to do it, because this channel, like you see how the river narrows out? Like we'll know that when we come back to this spot where the river gets more narrow. So like we would never lose track of our spot, because this is like a really easy visual cue to keep track of. Alright, this is 139. And then the next encounter is going to be 140. And that will be the last one for this tile. Yeah, if I wasn't 100 certain, I would definitely pass on the Pokeblocks for now. The reason I'm bringing it up is because like this would be the best time to do it. It's actually really good timing because, like I said, we're about halfway done with all the tiles in the game, with all the water tiles that we should be expected to check. And then at the same time, it's also like a really good visual cue. So that was number 140. And we've got one more tile to check for this row, so I'm going to switch over to good rod fishing. Oops. Let's do good rod fishing on this last tile. Oh, that was... The second bite can occur after just one dot, and when that happens, the prompt goes away before you have time to do anything. Alright, we're gonna hit this thing with strength. Ooh, he's gonna flinch us down. This is not good. Especially if he has water moves. Yeah, these Carvana are difficult to knock out, but they give good experience. 226, that's great. Alright, so that was encounter 141. It was a Carvana. I'm gonna heal up. Super Potion. Sokev, and I'm also gonna get this item from Farmer Alice. And Farmer Jeb3's got an item too. So we got a Revive and a Protein. Alright. Let's go back to our good rod fishing. So this is going to be encounter 142. Nice. I think this is another Carvana. Yeah. Oh no, Magikarp. Level 22 Magikarp. That's funny. I think Bite should be good for this. Yeah. Okay, so that was 142. We're going to do 143 now. How did that get away? Nice. Okay, here's 143. 143 is a Magikarp, and it's a really low level one too. Not worthy of the good rod. We're pushing on 2 hours, by the way, and we're only halfway done. So yeah. How is this getting away? Nope. That was my fault. That was a bad button press. Oh, nice. Okay, this is 144, and it is a Magikarp. I'm going to hit it with Strength because we're going back to the Pokemon Center anyway. Wow. He actually took the Strength. And we've used all of our Feint Attack PP. I think I'm actually going to commit to fishing because I'm thinking about the fact that I've been streaming for almost 2 hours and we're only halfway done with the fishing. I think we should stick with the fishing so that we can really maximize the chance that we can actually at least get the Feebas this stream. And then next stream we could focus on like evolving it and doing other stuff. So we've cleared everything on these rows here up and through the wide channel. So when we come back, I'm going to start working on that narrow channel underneath the bridge. And that's going to be like our next fishing spot that we'll start working on. So let's get started on the next step. I wonder if now is the time to teach Return. I think it's probably not even worth it because Sokov's not even that fast. Got another Protein though. Does Protein raise attack? If Protein raises attack, this might be the time to... Protein, it does raise the attack. I think it's probably better to sell them, honestly. Like, this is not like the time for EV training. Especially because we're not actually going to use this Flygon, we're just using it to pass down a Dragon Breath. Alright, I'm going to take a quick break, and then we'll get back to fishing when I get back. Should only be just a minute. Let me put something fun up on the overlay. Show you the depths of my madness. You can look at this while I'm away. There you go. I will be right back. Hello, and we're back. Either says, I step away for 30 seconds to talk to a coworker, and out come the spreadsheets. Yes, it is spreadsheet time. I just wanted everyone to see how ridiculous this whole process is, and how it's been affecting my mental state. Oops, I took off the wrong guide. This is the one I want to get rid of. Yeah. Let me just make sure I did turn my microphone back on. Yes, I did. Alright, let's get back to the Feebas farming. Feebas fishing. bass catching contest. Back here. Oh, by the way, I thought of something that I wanted to do. I think I'm going to put Whale back in the PC and take out our Tentacruel, whose name I can't remember. His name is Kaching. Yeah, I'm going to take out Kaching. The reason I'm doing this is because we're not going to need Waterfall anytime soon. And it's better in the situations where... Actually, I also want to do this. I'm going to make this box 13 our Feebas box. So if we do, for some reason, start catching Feebas, they'll go right to this box. Okay, so the reason I'm doing this is because in the situations where Sokov gets knocked out, I want to have like a level 50 Pokemon behind him that can just end the encounter quickly. That'll speed up the process a little bit. Alright, so yeah, this was a good time to take a break because there's no possible way for us to miss our spot, because the last thing we did was we cleared this corner tile here, and now we're just going to start working on this narrow path. And these rows are going to be a lot faster to clear because they're more narrow. We might be able to do like 2 rows each time we go back to the Pokemon Center. Nice. This is 141, and it is a Lucky Tentacool. We can probably knock this out with Bite. We can. A nice 75 experience. Try again. Nice. This is 142. Feint attack should be good here. Did the music stop? No, it didn't stop. I just accidentally turned down the volume on my headset when I put it down. Now maybe it stopped. No, it's still playing. Oh, there it goes. Yeah, I accidentally adjusted the volume on my headset when I put it down. So this was 142 right here. Now we're going to do 143. We're going to hope for a quick 143. It's not going to be a quick 143. Okay. Just accept your fate. Here's 143. Another Magikarp. When we get to this to the end of this row, I'll do some stats. And here comes 144. Fishing for 144. Quick 144. We got a quick 144. It is a Lucky Tentacool. Strength. Alright, let's mark this down. 144. And we'll clear up our Zigzagoon farm and we'll move to the next tile. Farmer Alice. She found a super potion. Alright. Yeah, there's only a few tiles to check per row. This is 145. It is another Magikarp. Now we'll go for 146. Not too bad, 146, and it is another Magikarp. Feint attack. Why do you think, like, what do you think is the lore explanation for why the Feebas can only be caught in those specific tiles? Like, what is the lore behind that? Here we go, 147. Why don't they swim all around the river? They just stay in one spot. Alright, let's go 147, Magikarp. And now we're going to search for number 148. Oh gosh. It's not going to be a quick 148. I'm sorry. Okay, we got it. Another Magikarp. Okay, well, we're done with this tile at least. Gotta look at the bright side of things. 148. You know what's really crazy is that if each of these Pokemon only give 1 EV, we're not even like close to being done with EV training either. It's like assuming we wanted to EV train on Magikarp and Tentacool for some reason, which nobody would want to do. Ah. Nice, okay. Here's 149. It is a Magikarp. Let's go with Feint Attack. Okay, here's 150. 150. That's like, feels like a milestone number. And it's a useless Magikarp. What a milestone. Let's go 151. I'm surprised the YouTube algorithm hasn't started recommending my stream to more people. I'm sure there's so many viewers out there who are just waiting to see this amazing Feebas hunting content. It's just if only they knew this peak content existed, they'd be rushing over here to watch it. This is 151, I think. I hope I'm not losing track. Yeah, that was 151, so this is going to be 152. This is going to be the last encounter for this tile. 152 is a Magikarp. How unexpected. At least give me some Tentacool. I need at least give me some experience. By the way, we've leveled up 6 times, or was it 4 times? We've leveled up a few times since we started this. Okay, that was 152. 52, we're done here. Natwef says he just did something stupid in Pokemon Masters EX, but hopefully that drains your bad luck. What was the stupid thing you did? It can't be as stupid as what I'm doing right now. There's no way you can do anything that's as stupid as what I'm There's never been a human in history who's done something as stupid as what I'm doing right now. I'd love to hear what you did though. 153. Oh, it's a Magikarp. It's our old friend Magikarp. Natwef, when does Trapinch evolve again? Level 35, that's correct. Yeah, level 35, and that's when he gets Dragon Breath too. So we just need to get him to 35. If we were using the Good Rod, we could level him up faster, but it would make the encounters... it'd take longer for each encounter. So it wouldn't really be worth it, because our main goal, honestly, is to just get as many encounters as possible, and to catch a Feebas, but we're just trying to get levels onto Sokov while we do this. Because like, if the only thing we're doing is knocking out Magikarp, we might as well get the experience onto something that can benefit from the experience, I guess is my point. That was 150... I think that was 153. I'm gonna say that was 153. I don't want to skip encounters. So we'll say this is 154. Natwef says, yeah, you can see it in the Discord. I can't look at the Discord right now, but I'll check it out later then, in that case. So this is 154. And then we're going to check number 155. 155 is going to be a Magikarp. I just know it. I know it in my heart. It is 155 is a Magikarp. I have predictive powers. One more tile to check, or one more encounter to check this tile, and then that will also be the last encounter for this row. So we're almost done with the first row of the channel. The narrow channel. And it's a nice Tentacool. Nice Tentacool. That is number 156, 156. So in theory, we have a little bit more than 100 encounters left. This is 157. Another nice Tentacool. I'm gonna get him with Bite. I think Bite should do this trick. Yes. So this is 157. I'm gonna clear the Zigzagoon farm. Aha, I had a good feeling about this. It's 2 Super Potions. An Ultra Ball. And another Ultra Ball. Okay, this is gonna be encounter 158. Ah, fast 158 too. It's a Magikarp. Another Magikarp. Let's go with Feint Attack. Alright. This is going to be 159. And then we've got one more done for 160. Let's do one more encounter. One more encounter on this tile. Not even a nibble. 160. Yeah, it's going to be really unfortunate if the tiles are like all the way on the other side of the route or something and we're just never going to get over to there. Okay, well this is 160. Gotta try again. Another protein. Oh, let me write that down, by the way. We got encounter 160. And 161 is another Magikarp. Feint attack. We're running out of feint attacks, so we're gonna have to go back to the Pokemon Center at some point soon. We'll check here for 162. 162. 162. Got it. It is a Magikarp. Feint attack. 163. This is going to be 163. Oh my gosh, 163 is taking forever. Here we go. It's gonna take like a full minute just for some of these casts. Like 163, that took so long. It probably does. It's not probably not taking as long as I think it is. It just feels like it's taking forever because I've been at this for so long already. All right, so we're out of feint attacks. We got one more encounter on this tile. This is gonna be 164. 164. Got it. It's another Magikarp. So we'll start with a bite. Alright. That was 164. I can't believe that we still haven't seen the Feebas yet. I did not realize this was going to be as ridiculous as this was. Oh, another rare candy though. Rare candy hype. We can use these rare candies later for something. I mean, we could use them on Sokov right now. That would make a lot of sense, actually. But actually no, because we're going to be grinding for a while, so we should at least wait till he gets to level 30 and then use 5 rare candies on him or something like that. But even then, it might be better to save them for the Feebas. Alright, so that was 164. Got a couple more tiles to check and then we'll be done with this row. Extremely slow 165. Wow. Okay, here we go. 165. No, he got away. Okay. That took way too long. And it was a nice Tentacool. I think Bite is good for the level 6s. Yeah. Reg, you basically want to hold the rare candies as long as possible until using them all at once would reach your goal. That's what I'd like to do. Plus, we can get more rare candies in the meantime, so that will get us even closer to our goal. So this is 166. It's another Magikarp. The encounters are actually going to be going faster now that we're using Bite, because it's the first move in the slot. Nice. Okay, fast 167. And it's a Tentacool. I'm going to go with Strength here. I don't know if we can knock out the level 7s in one hit without Strength. Okay. And we got one more to check for this tile. Nice. Fast 168. Ultra fast 168. You'll love to see it. bite. You know what the worst part of this is, by the way? The position of the Feebas actually resets every couple days whenever the trendy phrase is changed, and that just happens randomly. So when that happens, the tiles that we've checked might change back into Feebas tiles, which means like if we don't get the Feebas on this stream, we're gonna next stream we're gonna have to start all over again. All right, 169. Tentacool, I'll take it. Actually, it's a good high-level Tentacool, too. I can't believe level 9 is considered high-level, by the way. That's like the point where we're at in our lives. Getting something that's not a level 6 Magikarp is like just like a treasure. Reg says, my recollection is that you can go check the trendy phrase and then set it back to whatever it was before. No, that's not right. The spots are not associated with a specific trendy phrase, it's just completely random, and it just randomizes each time the phrase changes. Natwaf says, if I recall, you can rearrange the move placements, so you can have Feint Attack at the first one, and then Bite and Strength next to it. Yeah, I know, I put Bite in the first slot because I thought I would be using it the most, and then I ended up using Feint Attack the most. Reg says that will reset the tiles so you don't have to start over. Yeah, so basically that does reset the tiles, but it just randomizes them. It doesn't set them to like a specific configuration. Because if it did that, then we could just look up the trendy phrase and then we would know what tiles to go to. You know what I mean? Like if a certain trendy phrase was associated with a certain tiles, like that would be solved already. We could just look it up in a guide. Unfortunately, the only thing it does is just resets the RNG, and the fact that it does this automatically every couple of days means that when the phrase changes, like you have to start over again in your Feebas searching. So that's why it's good to sit down and get it done all at once. And then when you do find the tile, catch as many Feebas as you can, because you're gonna want them. Like it's not gonna be easy to come back to the same tile if you do it a week later or whatever. Okay, so yeah, Bite's not good enough for the level 7 Tentacool. This, by the way, was level encounter 170. So we've got 2 more to check on this tile. 171, fast 171. And it's a Magikarp. And 172, this will be the last encounter for this tile. Nice. Magikarp. Okay, 172. We're definitely more than halfway done at this point. If we're not more than halfway done at this point, I'm in a lot of trouble. My life is basically over. My life has just turned into a Feebas hunting extravaganza. This is 173. It's another Magikarp. Another amazing, beautiful Magikarp. Let's switch to the Good Rod, because I'm going to have to go back to the Pokemon Center after this anyway. This is 174. Okay, we got a good fast 174. And it is a decently leveled Tentacool. If we can knock this out without getting hit with Bubble Beam, we can get some good experience. Nice. That's going to be a level for sure. Okay, so that was 174. So now we're going to do 175. It's also going to be a Good Rod encounter. Nothing. I let it get away. No. Have to be extremely vigilant while I'm Good Rod fishing. Oh my god. How is this possible? Okay, this is 175, and it's just a puny Magikarp. It's not even worth the effort. So we've got one more encounter on this tile, and this is going to be 176. Okay, here we go, 176, and it is nothing good, I'm sure. It is a disgusting Magikarp. And I hate it. Okay. Well, that sucked. 176. I'm gonna go back to the Pokemon Center. Farmer Alice took PP up, another PP up. The one good thing is we're getting PP ups from this. If we ever have like any inclination to do anything like in the Battle Tower or any kind of post-game content, like honestly all these PP ups are gonna come in handy. So that is one thing. This doesn't count as an encounter, by the way. This is a surfing encounter. Okay, gotta go back to the Pokemon Center. Restore all of our PP. I'm gonna do some quick math. $176 times 4. That we've done 44 tiles now out of the 400 tiles, so we've checked 11% of the tiles in the river at this point. And remember, Feebas is in 1% of the tiles, but we've checked 11% of them. Okay, let's surf. So we checked this row right here, like the first shadow under the bridge. Now we have to go actually underneath the bridge to check the next row. I'm going to switch back to the old rod for faster encounters. 177 is a Magikarp. Yeah, I'm going to put Feint Attack back in the first slot to make these old rod encounters go faster. Here's going to be 178. We should definitely be expected to find the Feebas at some point before we reach the waterfall. I think, statistically speaking. I mean, it might not happen, but that's what should happen. Reg says you've checked about 1 in 9 tiles. On average, you should have to check about 1 in 6. Good to know. This is 179 right here. So yeah, I mean, we're making progress, but you know, we're not there yet. If we find it at this point, like it would actually be considered lucky. So we're not at the point where like, oh, we're so unlucky. It's just this is how long it actually takes. It actually is supposed to take. This is how long Game Freak wanted you to spend catching Feebas. This is what they thought would be a fun and fair gaming experience for a 10-year-old kid. So this is what we're doing. But we just finished our 180th encounter. Oh, nope. Here we go. Okay, we're underneath the bridge now. We got some good farming, Ultra Ball, and a full heal. Let's go. Bite. Magikarp. Never would have guessed. Alright, let's just spam Feint Attack. This is 181, by the way. So the next one is going to be 182. No, he got away. Come on, 182. Oh my god, really slow 182. This is taking forever. Okay. Aether says, I doubt they intended you to actually catch it really. There's a reason Milotic is a mandatory encounter. There's a reason Milotic is a mandatory encounter. What does that mean? Milotic is a mandatory encounter. I don't know what that means. You're gonna have to elaborate. Okay, here comes 183. Oh, fast 183. That makes up for the slow 182. I'm gonna put strength in this slot here. Natwef says, when did we fight a mandatory Milotic? Yeah, I don't remember that. You're guaranteed to see it for the general Pokedex entry. Yeah, I know. I know you're guaranteed to see one, but I'm talking about like catching one. I thought you meant it was like mandatory to catch one. I was like, that doesn't sound right to me. But yeah, just like for the general Pokedex entry, yeah, you like it's possible to see one, like on Wallace's team and Juan's team. Oh, I used the wrong attack. That's okay. As long as we don't get poisoned here, it's not a huge time loss. We got poisoned, it's a huge time loss. Perfect. Now we have to do rain animation, the poison animation, we have to do another attack animation, and then we have to go back to the menu when we're done here. But we're done with 184 encounters. Getting closer. Let's make sure we use our full heal. Actually, let's see. We should have a poison cure berry. Yeah, we got plenty of Pecha berries. Let's use that. Farmer Jeb 3 picked up something nice, and it was a super potion. Alright, so we're done with that tile. Let's go forward one tile. Natwaf says muscle memory, yeah, unfortunately. That's the one problem with having feint attack in the first slot, is it makes it more likely to accidentally feint attack on a tentacle. Okay, this is 185 Magikarp. Not too unexpected. You expect to see plenty of Magikarp on this run. Aha, fast 186. And it is another Magikarp. Given how long we've been doing this already, I'm starting to question whether or not I'm actually going to have the endurance to do it. We'll see though. I know we did have that 4-hour stream that one time, but what we were doing that stream was a lot more exciting than what I'm doing right now. Oh my god, I got 2 escapes in a row. I need to focus on fishing. 185, 186. So this should be 187 right here. It's a tentacle, which is a pretty good encounter. Aether says, I keep expecting it any time now. Yeah, it would be nice if it showed up like really soon, but it's not really expected to show up yet. So if we get one now, it would be very lucky. So we probably should not get our hopes up. Okay, that was, this right here is number 18. This Magikarp right here is 188, so we're done with this tile. Not too bad on that tile. That was a pretty fast tile. Okay, we're done with feint attacks. So this is going to be 189 after I check my farm. Nothing in the farm. Honestly, if we swapped out our lead Pokemon, we can make this go even faster. That's honestly a pretty strong consideration at this point, now that we're seeing how long this is going to take. This is 189. And it is a Magikarp. Basically what we're doing now is multitasking. It's making the process of getting the Vibrava like a little bit faster, technically. Like the combined time of catching a Feebas and leveling up to get a Vibrava. The combined time is probably going to be a little bit faster, but it's making the process of getting the Feebas take longer than it needs to. 190. Can't Zigzagoon learn Surf, by the way? Yes, it can. So yeah, ideally what you'd have is a party of 6 Zigzagoon with 1 Surfing Zigzagoon. Like a high-level Surfing Zigzagoon. This is encounter 190. Yeah, it opens up a slot for another farming Pokemon. You're 100% correct. It was one of the configurations that I thought about doing, potentially. It's probably the most efficient one if you have a high-level Zigzagoon. The only problem is you won't be able to check the waterfall tiles. You'd have to go back and switch your team. This is 191, so we've got one more encounter for this tile, and that's going to be 192. I thought we were almost done with this row. We're not almost done with this row. I guess it doesn't really matter, like the rows are just like a visual thing that makes you feel good about yourself, but it's really just the number. The numbers are more important than the actual rows. So like this being 192 is what's actually significant, not like where it is in position on the row. And there's 192. 192. Let's check our farm, and then we're almost done with this row, which, as I just said, doesn't actually matter. Rare candy, a revive, and a super potion. Let's do a good rod. I hate when they get away. Okay, here we go. 193 is a Magikarp. That was a waste of my time. I did all that for a Magikarp. Alright, let's use a super potion here just to be safe. And we're back to good rod fishing. I hate when you get the immediate on the second bite. There's no time to react to it when it happens. I mean, it's hard enough even to just get it on the first one. But when the second bite comes out immediately, it just makes it so much harder. 28 cents. Oh, this thing's gonna one-shot us. That's a problem. Let's switch to Kaching. So this is encounter 194, by the way. He used Supersonic. Ice Beam should be okay. Although if he resists Ice, it might actually be better to just use Surf. Yeah, it's actually better to use Surf. I'll remember that for next time. This is probably going to be good experience even with switching. 210. If we could afford to stay in on these tentacles, we could get really good experience. Okay, this is going to be 195. If we can ever get it. Wow, I can't believe I got that. Okay, 195 is a worthless Magikarp. A beautiful Magikarp. Feint attack should be good. At least the higher level Magikarp give a little bit more experience. That's something, I guess. Alright, we've got one more Pokemon to check for this tile. And against my best judgment, I'm just going to keep using the Good Rod here. The Good Rod encounters definitely take a lot longer. There's no time to react to that. It's crazy. Okay, we got it. This is 196. And then this tile is effectively cleared. So we're gonna do this tile, and now we're checking the tiles that are actually hidden underneath the bridge, which is gonna make keeping track of our position even more obnoxious and tedious. But we've done 196 encounters, so we are making something that's resembles progress. I can't believe we've already done almost 200 encounters. This is going to be our last feint attack, by the way, but we've got plenty of bite and strength to make it like for the rest of this row. We should be able to clear one more row before we go back. Okay, that was 197. This is 198. Let's put bite in the lead slot. Okay, so this is 198. Now we're gonna fish for 199. Slow 199. Extremely slow 199. Wow. Okay. There we go, 199. All for a level 5 Magikarp. Okay, here's gonna be the last tile, or the last encounter for this tile, and it's gonna be number 200. That's a milestone. Number 200, another Magikarp. I think all the milestone ones have been Magikarps, which I guess, I mean, that's the most likely thing to catch, but it's still kind of funny. Like 69 was a Magikarp. 150 was a Magikarp. 200 is a Magikarp. 200. Another Magikarp. Add it to the pile. Okay, now we're in a really annoying spot. Really annoying spot. Starting on 201. Ooh, another rare candy though. We've got a lot of rare candies now, don't we? We got 7 rare candies. We could actually, the next time Stokov levels up, we could immediately evolve it to Vibrava. That's definitely worth considering, honestly. Okay, this is 201, and it's a nice Tentacool. Oh, strength. Yeah, 201. Nice. 202. Magikarp. What did you win? It's a Magikarp. So, who's in favor of using the rare candies to evolve to Vibrava right away? Because it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. Like, the opportunity to do that is gonna happen pretty soon. Be nice to get some input on that. Here's 203, and it is a Tentacool. Like, we've got one more encounter, and then we can probably evolve this thing. I think that would be good because it would make the rest of the process go faster. Here's number 204, Magikarp, again. Reg says, what level do you actually need the Vibrava? It's level 35. So, like, if I use those 7 rare candies right now, Sokov will evolve into Vibrava and he'll get Dragon Breath, and then we can just go put it back in the PC and use like a faster sweeper Pokemon. It's to learn Dragon Breath, yeah. So 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, yeah. So like if I give it all of the rare candies that we've collected so far while farming, this would be like the most efficient time to do it, to get him right to level 35. Reg says, yeah, definitely use them. Yeah, so this is like the time to do it. So here's what we're gonna do. Sokov 29. Sokov 30. Like, obviously these rare candies would be better leveling up a Pokemon from like level 93 to 100 or something in terms of efficiency, but in terms of like what we're actually trying to accomplish, like this is the best way to use them. It actually lined up perfectly, where we got the 7th rare candy right when we were 7 levels away. Crunch, we can get Crunch as an upgrade to Bite. We lose our flinch chance, but we get higher damage. And then he should evolve on the next level. Let's see if that's true. That is true, so it's gonna evolve. Oh, Sokoth, you finally evolved! It's amazing! Into Vibrava. Trying to learn Dragon Breath. Yes. Let's replace Sand Attack with Dragon Breath. It's funny that even Dragon Breath is also a special attack, though. It's weird how this Pokemon gets so many things that are all based on special attack. It just has to do with the lack of the physical special split. Okay, so that was a great thing to happen, because now this thing, we don't technically need to train this anymore. We're gonna keep using it until we finish clearing out this row, just because for the sake of efficiency. But we don't need to keep training this anymore, so we can come back with like a much better lead Pokemon. I can't remember. Oh, I really just let myself get extremely distracted though. I feel like we already checked these 4 tiles. We already did this tile 4 times. Because that was what happened. That was the reason why we evolved the... I feel like we already checked this tile 4 times. And we were supposed to move to the next tile. But I lost my position because of... I got distracted by the Vibrava thing. But I'm pretty sure we should be here now. Reg says, honestly, something I should have suggested ages ago, turn off your animations. Oh, you know what? The same thing was on my mind too, because I've actually had the animations off for the entire run, but for some reason, it turned the animations like back on. I think it did that when I fought the elite, like I think when you fight the champion, it turns the battle scenes back on. And switches the text speed, because I know I've had it at fast. I've had it in fast and off for like the entire run. But for some reason, it like switched to mid and on. I think when I fought the champion, it switched. And I noticed that earlier too, and I was like, oh yeah, I have to turn the animations off. But then I just forgot to do it. So I'm like 95% sure that we did this tile already, but I'm gonna do it again just in case, because for us to skip over like a potential Feebas tile would be absolutely devastating. It would be more devastating than just fishing an extra 4 times on a tile that we've already cleared. So I'm gonna go back and do this tile just in case. Okay, so this would be encounter 202. (203). Aether says, might have been during the trade attempt that something reset. Oh yeah, that could be it too. But yeah, now this is going to speed up the process even, well, significantly more, honestly, considering how fast this is already going compared to what we've been doing. I can already feel it going faster. Okay, so this brings us, I think we were at 204 already, but I'm going to say this brings us back to 204. Because I really didn't want to risk messing around on that, like missing a tile. Okay. And I forgot to mark down 204 earlier, so I'm not going to trust it unless it's written down. So now it's written down. Now we can move on to the next tile. Okay, this should be 205. It is a Magikarp. Go again. Okay, 206. (207), fast 207. We're blazing now. The animation and text speed changes are making a huge difference. I wish I had remembered to do this. And I'm so annoyed with myself because I noticed this earlier and I didn't do it earlier when I noticed it. It was back when I was doing, because before I stream I usually do like a test. I do like a couple things before I actually start streaming, and I noticed it back then and I just didn't change it. Okay, 209. This is going so much faster. I feel so stupid now in retrospect. The good thing is that Crunch can definitely knock out the level 7 Tentacool now. It's going to be 210. Here we go, 210. Okay, here comes 211. And this will be 212, the last encounter for this tile. Perfect. Fast 212. Low level Tentacool though. Alright. So we've done 212 encounters. I think Aether said the amount we should expect to do is like around 266. So we're like 50 encounters away. So we're like 4/5 of the way. We're like 80% of the way done. Marcelo says, I gotta start getting ready for work. Enjoy the rest of your night, amigo. Thank you. Have fun at work. Thanks for coming. Oh, I'm so devastated. But thank you for coming. Ooh, we got another rare candy to replace the ones we just used. But yeah, theoretically, we're about 80% of the way done. And the process is gonna speed up a lot now that we're doing the animation skipping. I'm sad. I'm sorry that you weren't able to see us catch the Feebas. Why is 213 taking so long? Unlucky 13. There we go. Reg says, yeah, 1/6 of the tiles is 66.7 tiles. 4 encounters per tile makes that 266. Okay. Crunch. Oh, it feels nice that Crunch can actually just immediately knock things out, though. The combination of upgrading from Bite to Crunch and then also evolving into a Pokemon with higher stats. Like, theoretically, like, we could probably keep using Sokov and he would be just, like, perfectly fine. Okay, so this is encounter 214, so we've got 2 more and then we're going to be done with this row. And when we finish this row, we're going to go back. Both for PP purposes and to switch up our team. Because we don't need to train Vibrava anymore. I have to say, honestly, the Zigzagoon farming was the big thing here. That really paid off in a way that, like, we did an entire stream of that was supposed to be for Zigzagoon farming, and it didn't really pay off. But this stream, like, really showed the benefits of the Zigzagoon farming. Like, the Zigzagoon really came online this stream. I wonder if Sokov can learn Fly. I think it can, now that it's evolved. At the very least, I know that Flygon can, because the one in Drake's Flygon had it. Yeah, oh, this is good. So let's get rid of Feint Attack and replace it with Fly. And the reason we're doing this is because we can fly right back to the Pokemon Center. Okay, before I fly back, I want to take stock of where we are. So we're in the narrow channel, and we've cleared all of the tiles that are directly underneath the bridge where you can see the bottom of your surfing Pokemon. So that's kind of like, that's like our current position. So we're going to fly right back to Fortree. That's going to save us a little bit of time. Honestly, now that he has Fly, we should actually probably just stick with Sokov. Like why would we switch to anything else? He can defeat all the Pokemon that we can encounter in a single hit. and he can fly us back to the Pokemon Center whenever we need to go. Okay, so I'm facing directly up, so this is the next tile to check. It's the one directly north of where we've been fishing. And the good thing is we don't need to do good rod encounters anymore because we've already got all the experience we need. So we can just do fast old rod encounters. In fact, in theory, we should probably just be running away. But if we're gonna run away, then we should use a faster Pokemon. Because running away will massively cut. Yeah, hold on. I just got a really good idea. Because we don't need to train Sokov anymore, what we can do is we can put Kaching in the lead, and we can just run away from all encounters. Because Kaching is very fast. So this is 219. And what this does, this skips over the attack animation, the HP drain animation, the message about how much experience we got at the end of each battle, the message that says Magikarp fainted. Like, we're skipping over all of that text now. And that's 220. Reg says, I would expect that Sokov is fast enough to run away from any old rod encounter. Kaching will definitely be. Yeah, you would think so, but remember how slow this thing has been up until now? I don't want to risk it. I don't want to, like, if we're going to do the strategy of switching to running away, we might as well just use our fastest Pokemon. Alright, 221 Magikarp. Yeah, this is going to be so much faster now that we're running away from encounters. Well, we have to actually get the encounters first. That would help. Okay. This is 222. Natwef says, no longer fighting anymore. No way. We're going to run away like cowards from now on. Alright, 223. Nice. Fast 223. Look how much faster this is going. And I'm pretty sure you still get pickup even if you run away. I can check. Like, we're going to know pretty soon if pickup still works even when you run away. Trapinch has a base speed of 10. Vibrava has a base speed of 70. Okay, well that definitely makes sense for why it's been outsped by everything so far. By the way, that was 224. Yeah, Trapinch really is just like a baby little Pokemon. Sorry, Reg says, no shot that Vibrava fails to run against something 1/4 of its level. Yeah, I know. It was because of the fact that Trapinch was so slow, it made me like question how slow this entire line is, but the jump from Trapinch to Vibrava is pretty major, as you noted. Alright, that was 226. Here comes 227. These encounters are going so much faster. Sorry, Reg says pickup doesn't have a chance to proc. If you run, you do have to win the battle. Ah, okay. So we might go back to knocking out stuff then. But then again, like, we don't really need the rare candies anymore because we already did our leveling. So I'm not sure. That was 228, by the way. Yeah, they're not picking anything up. Honestly, this is so much faster. I think it's actually, this is better than getting pickups. Because we don't need the pickups anymore. The only reason we would need them is if we think we're going to use the rare candies for something. Which I guess is theoretically possible. Natwef says that sucks. Reg says if you run from everything, you never have to go back to the Pokemon Center, which is extra speed. Yeah, that's even true. That's even faster. There's like many reasons why the running strategy is much faster. I think we're going to stick with running. Honestly, if we had been running from the beginning, we would probably already have the Feebas by now. But we wouldn't have the Vibrava, so it's kind of like, it's like a double-edged sword. I'm showing the whole process of what you would actually do, and getting the Vibrava is part of the process because you would probably want Dragon Breath on your Milotic. Although maybe you wouldn't. If you don't want Dragon Breath on your Milotic, then you could have skipped over the Vibrava thing. Or you could have just trained it another way. Lots of considerations. Okay, this was 231. Oh, sorry. So the next encounter is going to be 232. And then we'll be done with this tile. Here we go, 232. How unexpected. A tentacle. Alright. So that was 232. We're making great pace now. Honestly, this is useful information. I can like use this in my guide. I'll be like, hey, you know, we started out knocking out all of the Pokemon to level up our lead, but as it turns out, like, running away from encounters makes the encounters go faster, obviously. You skip a lot of useless information. You don't have to go back to the Pokemon Center. Like, there's a lot of reasons why you would want to use this running strategy, and I think it would be useful to put that in the guide. And I don't think that's something I would have realized until I did it for myself, and I can see the difference between how much faster this is. This is 235, by the way. So we've got one more encounter, and then we'll already be done with this tile. Yeah. Oh my god. This is so much faster, guys. 236. This is insanely so much faster. Alright, so we got another tile here. Like, we just cleared 2 rows faster than we used to be clearing 1 row. And we don't have to go back to the Pokemon Center. We can just immediately go on to the 3rd row. 237. Is a tentacle. Okay, let's see what 238 is. Got away. Nothing. Nothing. Okay, 238 is a Magikarp. So this is probably not our tile, but let's just check it just to be sure. $239. Tentacle. We'll check 240. $240 is a Magikarp. Okay, 240 is a Magikarp. Beautiful. We have been streaming for almost 3 hours. We have not seen our Feebas yet. Let's try again. Next tile. 241 is a Magikarp. $242 is a Tentacool. 243 is... Oh, fast 243 is a Magikarp. Okay, one more attempt. 244. 244. Very slow 244. Extremely slow 244. Okay, we got it. 244 is a Magikarp. Okay, we gotta check one more tile. That was 244. I love how much faster this is going. Okay, 245 is a Magikarp. I got a bad feeling we're gonna get very unlucky. I think Natwaf cursed us by suggesting earlier that all the tiles were gonna be on the other side of the river. I think that's actually what's gonna happen now. This is 246, by the way, and it's another Magikarp. Let's check 247. 247 is another Magikarp. Okay, let's check 248. 248 is something. It is another Magikarp. Exciting. Okay. Well, that's 248. See, the one problem with the strategy is I can't get excited anymore. Like before, I could at least get excited about the Tentacool because they gave good experience. Now we don't need any more experience. Nothing's exciting anymore. Okay, 249. Something good, please. Tentacool, no. All I want now is Feebas. We are getting very close to the point now where like it should be expected. Like we should get a Feebas like around right now. Like this is the point where I should have been expected to see one if you believe in conditional probability. Otherwise, each tile is just a 1% chance, and you have no idea if it's going to be there or not. Okay, that was 250. Here comes 251. Something is on the hook, and it is a Tentacool. Okay, let's check 252. This will be the last check for this tile. Oh, that could have been a fast one. There we go, 252. 252 is a Magikarp. Nothing good in this world. 252. Okay. Well, this is something alright. Let's go 253. I think the fact that the fishing process is going faster now is just making it even more apparent like how ridiculous it is that we still haven't got one. 253. We are getting close to the magic number. 253 was a Tentacool. 254 is a Tentacool. 255. 255 is a Magikarp. This is probably not our tile, but let's check one more time just to be sure. 256. 256. No, we did not get the 256 glitch. Okay, 256. Done with another row. Now we've got, I think this might be the last row of the narrow channel, and then it's just the waterfall. Here's 257. It is a accursed Magikarp. The bane of my existence. 258. Let's go. 258. No, slow 258. Extremely slow 258. Unbelievably slow 258. And I let it get away. Wow. There we go. 258. 258 was a Magikarp. That was so worth the amount of time that it took. Now let's see how long 259 takes. Fast 259. Okay, Reg says 11 more encounters until you're statistically beginning to be unlucky. Oh, trust me. We're unlucky. We got one more encounter for this tile. This will be the last encounter for this tile. Got away, of course it did. This has been the worst tile in a really long time. I can't believe. Oh my god, I'm getting tilted now, which is making it take even longer. I can't believe how like unbearable that tile was. I think it took like 5 minutes just to get 4 encounters on that tile. Okay, well that was 260. 6 more encounters until the magic number. Let's go. And I guess technically, since you can only check the tiles in multiples of 4, we should probably be expected to check 270 times before we're actually unlucky. Or 271. Okay, this is 262 that we're on right now, by the way. 262 is not the Feebas. It is a Magikarp. Tentacool. 263. 264. I don't know, that number is significant for some reason. 264. 2 Nintendo 64s. The closer we get, the more I'm starting to just internally melt. Okay, 264 was a good amount of nothing. So, statistically, either this tile or the next tile should be the one. 265 is a Tentacool. $266, the magic number. Of course, it's not gonna bite. No. You wouldn't want a Pokemon to bite while you're fishing. That's not the point of fishing. The point of fishing is to sit here in the rain, mashing the select button over and over again for 3 hours. 266 was a Magikarp, so it was not a Feebas, but 266.6 is technically 267, so maybe the next one will be the Feebas. Wow. Okay, finally. 267, it was a Magikarp. Who would have guessed? Alright, 268. Okay. Well, if you go with rounding, that should not have been the tile. This next tile is the one that should have been the tile, just because of the way like rounding works. If you have to do things in multiples of 4. So this should be our tile. Assuming the universe is fair. This is 269. We did 69, we did 169, now we got 269. And still no Feebas. Wow, 2 encounters got away in a row. I am really slipping. I can't keep up with this high level gameplay anymore. 269, it was a Magikarp, another Magikarp for a milestone number. Alright, 270, let's go. 270 is a Tentacool. 271. This is supposed to be our tile. This should be our tile. It's not going to be our tile, but it should be. 271 is a Tentacool. 272. Last chance for this to be our tile. Oh, I surfed by accident. I guess it just cost a few extra seconds. Ooh, we got a couple items though. Ultra Ball and a full restore. Alright, this is 272. This is the last chance for this to be our tile. After this, we're really unlucky. We're unlucky. Okay. I told you guys I was unlucky. I warned you that this was going to be an unlucky run. Okay, so now we go like this. I hit the button 272. Sad days are upon us. 273. Let's go. We are past the 3-hour mark, too. Reg, wait, did you get pickups? Did you kill a couple? I got up and started getting ready for bed. Yeah, I accidentally hit the surf button, and then I went and I checked the menu, and I got 2 pickups just from that one kill, so that was pretty lucky. This is 274. 274 is a Magikarp. Unfortunately, I don't think you're going to get to see the Feebas if you're going to bed soon. Although at this point, I'm not sure I'm going to get to see the Feebas. Because we've been at this for 3 hours already. This is 274 or 275, I don't remember. We'll say this is 275. So we'll do one more on this tile just in case. 276. This is going to be 276. We've definitely doubled up on a couple of encounters too, but I won't count those towards the statistics. Oh, wrong button. Okay. So 276. Reg says he is about to dip out. Unfortunately, that's okay. Thank you for coming. Have a nice rest. Honestly, the way this has gone, if you have to restart, cutting it down to 3 is probably smart. Yeah, that's true actually. Like if we come back and do it next week, we could just do 3 per tile. And with the faster checking method too. I'm gonna at least check up to this waterfall and then I'm gonna decide what I want to do from there. Reg says if you wait for next week, you can start all over again on this route without it feeling wasteful. Reg says 2 is probably too risky, but also potentially viable since your goal is to record it. And Natwaf says, wait a minute, when does your day change? It doesn't change based on the day, it changes based on when the lucky phrase changes. But I know for a fact that if we wait a week, the lucky phrase is definitely going to change. Because it changes every few days. So like if I don't stream again until next Tuesday, the tiles are going to be reset. Okay, this is 278 right here, and it is a tentacle. Reg says he will stick around until I check the waterfall. Okay. Honestly, I might end it at the point. If we get to the waterfall and we don't find it, I think I'm going to end it at that point. Because that, like, we're already past the point of being unlucky. And if we wait a week and then we come back, all the tiles are going to be reset. So it would be the same as just continuing at the same pace. Okay, this is 270. I'm sorry, this is 280. 280 was not it. So this tile is not it. So we've got 5 more tiles to check. Let's mark this down really quick. 280. Oh yeah, that means we'd stop right at 300 too. That would be a great place to stop. It's a little bit more than what you would expect to have to check before ever seeing a Feebas. But it also means that just confirms that I am an unlucky human being. This is 282. It's another Magikarp. Let's go 283. 283 is a Tentacool. 284. Let's go 284. Nothing. Nothing. 284 is a Magikarp. How exciting. Nataf says, I'd give the tile furthest from where you started a test just because I'm afraid I jinxed you. We can do that. This is going to be... Sorry, let me mark down our current counter. 284. What's really cool, though, is it just kind of the math just works out that when we get to the waterfall, that's going to be the 300th encounter. Which is kind of cool. Alright, this is 285. So let's go 286. Okay, here's 286. It is a Tentacool. As you would expect. Okay, 287. 287. Please just give me a 287th encounter. I don't think that's too much to ask. It is a Tentacool. Just what I always wanted. Alright, 288. This will be the last one for this tile. $288. It is another Tentacool. Okay. 280. Oh. Well, we can do this. 289. Let me mark down that we actually got 288 encounters. It's a Magikarp. So we'll do 300 encounters and then we'll go check the furthest tile away from where we started. Wow, 290 is taking forever. Okay, here we go, 290. 290 is a Tentacool. Okay, 291 is a Tentacool. $292, fast $292 by the way, is a Magikarp. $292. Let's go. Right in the middle of the center of the waterfall. I think this might be the spot where a Feebas would hang out. 293 is a Magikarp. $294 is a Magikarp. This is probably not our tile. $295 is a Magikarp. Reg, I did the math. For an event with a 1.5 chance of success, trying 75 times, which is your 300 encounters, and never succeeding is a 32% chance. So yeah, pretty unlucky. That's my life. This should be 296 right here. 296 is a Magikarp. I mean, 32% is like, it's unlucky, but it's, you know what I mean? It's like not inconceivable. So I had a feeling something like this would happen. I told you that I am an unlucky person. It's just the way it goes. So we got 4 more encounters before we're done with our 300. Reg says when you calculate it that way, the 50% mark is only 46 tiles, which is 184 encounters. $297, here we go. $297, I'm just like too exhausted to even process what you're saying. Reg says, oh yeah, 32% chance missing is super realistic. It's like getting a 1 or 2 on a d6, yeah. Which happens all the time, as you would know. Okay, 298 is a Magikarp, so we got 2 more encounters before we confirm that this is not our tile. I also want to check and see if you can fish on the waterfall itself. That would be cool if you can. $299, it is looking like this is not going to be our tile. Unless we get a miracle 300th encounter Feebas, this is probably not the way. It is not a miracle Feebas. Okay, so we just wasted a lot of time tonight and accomplished nothing of value. Yeah, you can't. Okay, so you cannot fish on the waterfall itself. The next thing I'm going to do, as requested, I'm going to use a max repel, and I'm going to go to the furthest position from where you can possibly start, which is actually further away than you might imagine because it's way down here. You have to go by foot, which is why I'm using the max repel. Should be even further down this way. Yeah, it's way down here. It's at the bottom of that waterfall. Maybe next time we'll start on this side of the river. So this is the other side of the river where like all of the other tiles are. So this is the furthest part away from where we could have like possibly started fishing. And I guess it would be like in the bottom left corner. This would be the furthest position away from where we started. And this is actually the tile that I wanted to start on, but we ended up not doing it because we had trouble with the wild encounters, if you remember at the start of the stream. I'm gonna read some messages. Reg says, sorry, Natwaf says, boo, daddy let me fish on the waterfall. Reg says the 300th encounter Feebas would actually be less likely on account of needing to fail the 3 coin flips beforehand. Reg says, I forgot it's that, sorry, Natwaf says, I'm getting so tired, I forgot it's that far. Reg says, anyway, yeah, I'm dipping out and going to bed. See you all later, and happy hunting if you continue any. I'm just gonna do this one last tile, but good night. Thank you for coming. I'm just going to confirm. This is the tile that I would have started on. So if we actually get the Feebas on this tile, that would just be nuts. Because it means that we could have got it at the very start of the stream. So here's 2. Aether says, this is just such a grind. Yeah, honestly, I kind of messed up by doing the thing with the Vibrava. That really slowed the process down. I'm seeing that now in retrospect. If we had been running from encounters at the start, we could have gotten another 100 encounters probably. Like, I wasted a lot of time training that Vibrava. Alright, this is probably not our... Yep, this is not our tile. Okay, so we checked 301 tiles today. And we did not catch a single Feebas. 3 hours and 16 minutes. Gonna fly back to Fortree. Actually, you know where I'm gonna fly to? I'm going to fly to Dewford, and I'm gonna check the trendy phrase. I'm not gonna change it, I'm just gonna check it. Today's trendy phrase is hopeless person. Oh crap, I accidentally changed it. Okay, well, never mind then. I was gonna check the trendy phrase and then not change it, and then next week when we came back, we could see if it was the same thing. But unfortunately, I hit the wrong button and it just forced me to change it. So we just completely reset the RNG whether we wanted to or not. So yeah, next week we'll definitely have to start from scratch. Alright, so do we want to start at the north side of the river or the south side of the river? And honestly, do we want to catch a Suction Cups Pokemon to make the fishing go faster? That might be something that's worth doing before the next stream. Not says whoops. Hey, I'm the one who made the mistake. I'm the one who gets to say whoops. I'm honestly wondering if it's worth it to go catch a Suction Cups Pokemon before the next stream, because that would make the fishing go faster. But for now, I'm just gonna call this. I don't have it in me to continue for another. I mean, it could take another 3 hours for all we know. Thanks, Reg, for coming as always. Thank you, Marceos, who showed up at some point in time. Advanced Warrior showed up. Thank Advanced Warrior for being here, even if he just came to say hello. Thank you, Natwa, for coming and chatting. Thank you, Aether, for coming and chatting as well. It helped pass the time a little bit. Natwa says, which Pokemon have suction cups? I'm gonna have to look it up. Aether says, which Pokemon even have suction cups in this generation? I don't know. I'm gonna have to look it up. But I will look it up before the next stream. And I think I will. I think I'm going to look it up before the next stream and we can catch one, and it will make the fishing go so much faster. But for now, that's going to be it. Enjoy the rest of your day.